Hey family, welcome to Family People. I'm Raymond, and this is Dead Reckoning from AEG by creator John Clair. And this is a a fairly humongous seafaring, battling pirate escapade of a game. If I bring you out to the table, okay, so what we've got here is lots and lots of stuff. It is immense. This is the solo version I'm going to be playing through, so it does come with an AI mechanic. And what I'll do is I'll talk through the rules as we play, and you'll get the gist of what's going on, as I hopefully will as well. It's my first time playing the game, but I thought you could join me and we'll venture out together and see if we can conquer the Wayward, which is the name of the AI ship. So I'm just going to shuffle those up. Okay, so let's have a look and see. So as in a lot of games, the AI begins. So let's have a look at I've got battleship. There's my player board. I've got the AI on here. Okay, off to a cracking start. There's my upgrades. There's some different layers. There's a tabletop. There's a green screen. I probably wasn't going to do the AI because it probably won't come out very well on the camera. That was why I didn't do an AI area. Okay, so going to have a look at the first AI card. That means I've knocked the camera. There we go. Okay. So the very first AI card. So what we get then is we're on turn 1 to 3. And this is going to denote what the AI card is going to do. So what you'll notice is turn 1 to 3, and this represents the layout of the actual table. So we've got our harbour over here, and then we've got the unexplored seas over here. Now I do believe we start with the first 3 locations showing as explored. So let's go ahead and turn those up. I believe they are this way around. Okay, so we've got let's just have a look at these. We've got a couple of islands. So we've got, first of all, this island here. Yeah, I'll not talk through all the... Oh, that's a bit of a glare, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is open sea, so there isn't actually an island here, but what it is doing is it's increasing the production of the 2 islands either side, which thankfully we don't have to worry about too much. Excuse me. And then we've got the Twins Island down here, and it's got its various bits and bobs on there, and we'll come to that in a moment. Okay, so, and the reason why that was important is because the Wayward is going to venture out to these locations and place cubes, 1 cube apiece, and then it's going to move to doing this action here. So if we come back to our tabletop, what it's going to do is it can't place a cube here because this is the open sea, so we can't put any cubes to try and influence the open sea. It's uninfluenceable, if that's the word. But it will venture out to here and explore this area. So we will flip this one up, and it is an island, so it can be influenced, and its cube is its space is orange, so it means that's where the ship will stop. So the Wayward will stop here at this island and will take advancements. Now what you can see just at the very, very top of the screen is the advancement deck. So 1 through 4 representing the 4 columns as you venture further and further out from harbour. The abilities and the merchants that you come across are much more powerful. So we will start by placing advancements on these locations here. Now I have to be careful because some of these are double-sided, so I need to make sure I'm not seeing what is on the flip side, if anything, of these. So we'll put those advancements out, so you can still gain advancements from the open sea, albeit you can't, there's not an island to land on there. You could effectively still train your guys, right, out in the, your crew out in the open sea, so that does make sense thematically. Okay, so we are having a look at row 2, which is where the Wayward has landed. Now it doesn't say, oh yeah, so going back to the AI, because this has got a white border around it, it means he is going to pick up the advancement from that location, but not the one before, because you'll see that hasn't got a white border. So he will take this advancement. It is just a normal advancement, so he'll place that and he'll formulate 2 pools of cards that he picks up, and some will be battle cards and some will be mercantile cards, and they'll have an impact on what he can do and what his when he's battling, he can effectively gain cannons and additional benefits when he's in a battle. So that's what he does there, and then he will place out, as I mentioned, 2 influence cubes. Now he can't place one here, but he can place one here, so he will place first influence cube going down here. So let's have a quick look at this island then. So the way an island works is you have this influence track, and when you place, so this particular island, it's only a small one, okay, so it's got 3 areas where we could put down our influence markers, which means we put one down for the AI. Now if at the point he had more influence than empty spaces or other players, he would then take possession and ownership of that island, and he would then put a permanent cube on here, which would gain him an achievement. So up here we have our achievement track, and the idea is we want to gain 4 achievements to trigger the end game, and then we'll work out who's got the most gold, because of course this is the pirating world, gold rules. So this is how we trigger the end games. This is very much from sort of the likes of Scythe, for those that have seen and played that game. There's lots of different mechanisms, lots of different tracks that you can acquire things, and he did explore as well, so he does get a cube on the exploration. Now it says in a 2-player game, if you explore 5 tiles across the board, then you gain an achievement. At the point when he gains an achievement, he takes all his cubes back and he'll put his chit there instead to say that he's gained that achievement. Like I say, 4 achievements across the whole of the game triggers the end game, so that is the purpose for which we are enacting maneuvers. So other achievements that we have then is if we decide to trade in 12 barrels of goods, so that goes straight back to the supply, no other benefits. And to be clear, goods are what we use to purchase these advancement cards, which level up our crew. So you know, they are not to be taken lightly. So yeah, we can do that to gain an achievement. So again, I think if you're very close to the end and you've got an idea, oh, I think I've got enough gold to win this, you want to be doing that. Okay, 30 gold in your treasure chest. So we all start with 15 gold, so we kind of start halfway there. So we each have our own little treasure chest. 30 gold in there, and normally that would be kept secret in a multiplayer game. Obviously AI, it's not an issue, but in a 2-player game or more, with actual people, you would keep your amount of treasure secret. So that gains you an achievement. If you have 5 of either of these particular buildings, so we've got I still can't remember the name of these pesky flipping buildings, but you've got sort of like a battlement and I can't remember. Anyway, there are spaces on the islands where if you have possessed that island, you can build buildings. You know, cards are enabled to build buildings, and then you get to gain additional benefits. So if you're being attacked at this island and you were and you'd built the battlements, then it gives you 5 extra attack in supporting your defense. So that's kind of how that works. Or if somebody tries to re-influence and take control of that island, but you've built a battlement there, then that's your people fighting on your behalf. So there's all these sorts of things that happen here. I think it's like battlements and a bastion, and then there's a mercantile place as well. Right, I've moved my cards and rulebooks and reference sheets closer to hand. Okay, so the options we have then is an outpost. Get that on the screen. There we go. So you get an outpost or a fort or a garrison. So the garrisons have got cannons, so they can actually shoot at pirates, other ships as they come past your island. A fort, like I say, gives you that defense on the island itself, and then the outpost is where it can produce goods for you on your behalf. Okay, so outpost, garrison, fort. They're the three. I'll try and lock that in there. Okay, so that is for that advancement. We have the advancement of leveling up 3 of your crew to level 4. Now, again, there is a kind of mechanism for the AI to do that as well, so we'll get to see that in a bit. There's the advancement of upgrading your ship. And again, there'll be a similar mechanism for the AI. So having a look at, oops, not the battleship, my ship, what you'll notice is I've got these 4 areas denoted on my ship. So at the moment I've got 2 sets of sails, which we'll come to in a moment, and storage in these 2 areas, and I can upgrade any of these. So when we come to gaining these abilities, we have basic upgrades indicated by just the saw, and we have advanced upgrades indicated by the saw and the hammer, and you get to trigger end game mechanism if you have 4 advances on your ship. So it is a very highly specialized ship at what it does. If you gain 6 influence cubes out, permanent influence cubes out on the sea, so he hasn't gained that yet. This is where I was saying about he's put this influence on the track. At the point where he takes possession of this island, he'll get a permanent cube. That is one of these permanent influence cubes. They stay on the board forever. So yeah, that is way cheap. Classing that achievement. If you get to sink somebody's battleships, that's causing 5 damage tokens to be put upon your enemy. So we get these damage tokens. You get that achievement, and then finally, if you win 4 battles, I think you need to win, but not buildings. You've got to be fighting against ships, but it does count against merchant ships. Then that is an achievement as well. Okay, so that is it for. No, that's not quite it for the AI. So he does have this here. So it says the greater than. So the island with the most produce, he's going to put another 2 influence tokens on. So I'm just going to double check that. That's my understanding here of what's being indicated. So if there are any barrels or coins on one or more islands that the Covenant does not control, and that island does not have a player ship in pirate mode, the Covenant will place 2 influence cubes on that island. Okay, so there are no islands currently having any goods on them, so that is null and void. So that is his first go complete. Okay. Batch those over there, and apologies, like I say, first time playing, so I'm just kind of trying to get my head around how best to organize the layout and whatnot. Okay, so that is the AI's first turn done, and he's gained 1 cube on the influence track. So it is over to our turn. So on our turn, we will draw up 4 cards. So I'll give that a quick shuffle, and in any order we can load and unload goods from our ship. We can play cards, we can set sails, which enables us to move. We can actually move, but we have to do set sails first, obviously. We can buy advancements that are out there in the sea, so it costs us barrels. or resolve encounters. So if there is a merchant, then we can engage with those. And then we come to our cleanup phase. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, unlike a lot of deck builders, we're never going to increase the number of cards that are in our hand. We're always going to have 12 cards. These are the 12 members of the crew of our ship. Okay, I'll take that off because I'm not currently in pirate mode. Now, one of the things it does also suggest is, just to give you a bit of a steer, is as you start off, particularly your first few games, you might want to use these. So these are kind of advancement tokens. So the idea is give you a bit more of a steer to say, if you achieve 2 of these particular mechanisms for ending the game, you'll get some extra points for doing that. So it does recommend. So what it recommends is you choose 2 at random. Put those out of the way, and then you choose from these. So we have the option to, if we win the battles, if we get to achieve the achievement for battles, which is to undertake 4 battles out in the sea, then we get extra 2 points. And if we upgrade 3 of our crew to level 4, we get extra 2 points. Or we can go for the influence and buildings track. So let's go with the battles, because I think that's quite fun. Let's try and see what we can do. So we want to be focusing on cannons, movement, etc. Okay, so there we've got a bit of an extra bonus and incentive, if you like. Now, whilst we are shipped at our harbour, which you can see here, you can see we've got obviously a whole bunch of money that would normally be in our chest. For purposes of the game, I'm just leaving it on the side here. So effectively, it's back at our harbour on the chest. I don't think we use money out in the field, but what we do use out in the field, however, is the barrels. As I mentioned, if you want to buy an advancement card, it's going to cost you a number of barrels. Now, at the moment, I've got 2 barrels. I want to load up those barrels, but the first thing I want to do is set my sails. So as you can see on my battleship, I've got these 2 cargo areas that also have my sails on. Now, if you're carrying cargo in any of those areas, you cannot set the sails. But what you can do is, if you're on an island that you control, or if you're on your harbour, then you can unload all of your goods and your produce, your gold, your barrels, etc. Set sails. So we've got 2 sails, so we'll go ahead and set those sails. And then what we can do is we can put all the barrels and goods back on. And you can choose, and this location here says I got up to 4 storage capacity on the front, and up to 3 storage capacity at the back. And as I mentioned, there are upgrade tiles that we can get later on. Okay, so looking at the advancements that have already been revealed, and by the way, I need to refill. So at the end of the cleanup phase, we need to refill any advancement that has been accrued. So you do get a good amount of seeing these advancements as they come. Okay, and obviously that's a level 2 advancement. So what we've got here is a merchant ship. And it costs 3 barrels to do business with them, and they'll give you 2 sets of sails, and that would slot into one of your crew member cards as an advancement, which that's quite good. But I don't have 3 barrels right now. Let's go back to my hand and see what we have. So we've pulled a crew member that will give us a barrel into our harbour. We've got the captain that gives us a sail. We've got a gunner who currently gives us a barrel into the sail, but not any cannons at the moment. And then we also have a purser. And a purser, I don't know what that does. He produces stuff. I don't know what the purser does. I don't remember seeing that iconography. So I'm just going to double check that. Okay, so what the purser does is he produces goods on your island. So that's what this is represented. So there's an island icon, and that is production. So produces goods on an island. And what you'll see with all of your cards is it gives you effectively a kind of sneak peek, a preview of if you were to upgrade any of your members of your crew, this is what they would get at level 2. When you upgrade to level 2, it will show you what they'll get at level 3, and they can go up to level 4. Okay, and that is one of my extra bonuses from an achievements perspective. If I can accrue those, then that's all good. So we're going to use the captain to set sail. So we'll have 3 movement, which means we'll get a chance, hopefully, to explore. Now, this harbour here is connected to all the level 1 areas. Okay, so we can come out here, here, or here, and then go and explore the sea and what have you. Okay, generally the AI will be outstanding at exploring, because he does often get to locations. So unless it's already been explored, he will, if he's interacting with that in that location in any shape, way, or form, then he will get to reveal that location, and that's another cube on his exploration. So it is quite difficult to usurp the AI from an exploration perspective. Obviously not so much so when you're playing multiplayer, so that's something certainly to bear in mind. Okay, so the Purser is not much use as it currently stands. I don't own any islands, and I've not got the ability here to put any influence cubes out. So I'm just going to keep my Purser in hand for the moment. Okay, and although I can draw up to 4 cards each turn, my maximum hand size is 6. So I will be able to next turn have 5 cards in hand, including that Purser. So if I get the ability to maybe chance to settle some of these islands that are out here, then that will help. Now, what I also have is these true crew members, which give me the ability to gain barrels. So I will definitely gain those 2 barrels. Now it says that I gain those barrels to my harbour. That's the anchor sign here. So they go into my harbour, which means I can, because I'm still at my harbour, I can load those straight onto my ship. So I now have 4 barrels. Now, what that means is all these advancements, okay, are available for me to purchase. Now what this says is, so you get influence times the number of cannons that are showing on your cards, your hands you have available. Okay, so that's potentially quite powerful, which is why it's a 4 cost. We then have in row 2, just about C, gain an extra barrel at your harbour, and that only costs 1 barrel to purchase. And then up at level 3, we have, for the cost of 2 barrels, produce on any one island in row 3. Okay, so just a reminder, row 3 currently completely unexplored. Okay, so that's what that is. And it's going to take me a while to get my head around rows and columns, because of course, being an Excel buff, this is a column, not a row. This is a row. In this game, this is a row. Okay, that's fine. I will figure that. Okay, so we are back to our turn and the cards that we played. So we played all of our cards, but we do have movement, 3 of, and we've got a card held in reserve. What to be upgrading, what to be battling. So we need to be upgrading, which is not the same as buying advancements, but it is useful to advance as well. I mean, that advancement I'm thinking would be quite good. So the advancement around production, I think that'd be good for the Purser. The advancement for a barrel, potentially it's quite good for the crew. I mean, it really is a very low level advancement, but you're not going to get another advancement come out and replace it until it's been purchased. And the other thing to say is you cannot move diagonally. You can only move orthogonally. So to come out here to purchase this, which I absolutely could do, will cost me 1 movement to come from my harbour to here. But then I would have to go up or down in order to then come out and explore. And you can only explore as a player 1 tile per turn. The AI can explore more than 1 tile per turn and reveal what that location is. Another reason why he tends to be much better at exploring as an AI. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come out to here and I'm going to spend 2 barrels to purchase this one, on the basis that if you have an advantage card, advancement card, sorry, you can hold at least one of them in hand with the notion that you get to upgrade it later on. You can slot it later on. So you always get to keep at least 1 or a maximum of 1 in hand to upgrade later on. Otherwise, you have to, if you can and you're able, you have to slot the advancements. Okay, so we've done that, and then we're going to, so that's one movement. So for two movements, we're going to explore this island. Oh, okay. And again, I don't have the ability to put any. Oh, but this does get an advancement straight away. Oh, it costs 4, unfortunately, so I don't have enough for that. Which is nice though. Set sails and a cannon. I mean, that's certainly a very tasty advancement card for sure. So I'm thinking I'm going to head back then. So I've moved 1, 2. I've only got one more movement, unfortunately. And like I say, I can't explore anymore, but I do need to put a cube on my exploration track because I have explored, so I must do that. Oh. So I've used 2 of my movement. I've got none spare, 1 spare, but I'm not going to move further from there. I'm going to stay where I am. I do need to get barrels, but I need to get secure an area. Right. Now then, of the cards that I've played, do I want to level up? I can level up on the cards that I'm about to draw next turn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move those cards to discard. Okay, so they're my discard pile here. This is my card hand that I'm about to draw up. And I do need to advance. Now again, in a multiplayer game, what this will do is 1, 2, 3, 4, is I would be looking at my cards now in a multiplayer game and working out, okay, which card do I want to advance and level up? So I've got deck hands here. Is it deck hands that give me the most? I don't think they're the ones that give me the most ability to just want to see. Yeah, Buccaneers are the ones that I'm thinking I want to be leveling up. So they give you the additional capability to influence islands. So I've got a boson. I mean, putting out influence is definitely a good thing. Oh, actually, this crew member here gives me the ability at level 2 to put 2 barrels. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to upgrade him. So we would flip that over, and you'll see now it says it's level 2. And these are the abilities I now get, and then level 3, this is what it's showing me I would get there instead. But that means on my turn I'll get to place an additional barrel at my harbour. Okay, and I want to save this for my purser, which is why it's still there. Okay, so I've got my hand for next turn. Okay, so we are back to the AI. Does, like I say, there's a lot to it. It's a very simple game, but there's a lot of options, there's a lot of mechanics, so it just takes a while to kind of get the engine going, as it were. Okay, so looking at the top, let's have a look now at what the AI will do this turn. Okay, so he's going to put a influence cube out on the first row of the first column, and then he's going to move out to and explore the next one, and that's where he's going to end, and put an influence there and take that advancement over at level 3. He doesn't do anything else, however, so that is his entire interaction. So he's going to put an influence token out in that first island. Okay, he will then move out to the island on row 3. Oops. Go. Okay, so he's going to move here. Going to take this. Oh, and I should have replenished this advancement card. Level 1. that's quite nice. Okay, so this is the advancement card here. So it costs 1 barrel, and it gains him an influence and a barrel at his harbour. He will take that, and that will be added to his hand. Okay, and he's also going to put out a cube towards taking on the ownership of this island, and then, as I say, he's not going to do anything else. Oh, we've got another merchant ship. Okay, so that is it for his second turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We are back to our turns. You see, the AI mechanism is actually quite quick when it comes to just certainly the left-hand side of his abilities. Okay, so we've leveled up a card. And I've heard it said definitely that's the most common thing to forget, is leveling up of your cards. We did that. So our deck hand, no, our member of the crew is now level 2. So unfortunately I'm quite a way away from my harbour, and I don't have this island. And I only have, I can put 2 influence out, but it won't gain me that island. Okay. Therefore, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to set my sails, of which I have 1, because you remember I can't use this sail at the moment because there are goods here in the cargo bay, so I can't get to it to put it up. This sail is available, however, so I will set this sail, which means I have 1 movement. That purser, again, isn't going to be much use to me, unfortunately. I'm going to put 2 of the barrels into my 3 barrels, in fact, into my harbour. Oh, barrels are over here. Okay, so they're available for me. So my harbour effectively is producing these goods. My deckhands are supporting my harbour produce these goods. Which I can then go back and collect. Sorry, my bosun and my crew producing those goods. Now, this member of crew, what it says is, if I were in my harbour, I could spend 2 barrels to repair my ship. So that's nice and handy. But I don't right now need it repaired, so that's fine. That's him done. So the cards I have left over then are, I've got 2 deck hands. Okay, I've got 2 deck hands. I've got 1 movement. Deck hands can be used to put influence down on an island, and because he's put influence down on this first island, it actually means when we look here, there are 4 available slots. Now, if I come here for my 1 sail, so that's gone, and I put down 2, use my 2 deck hands to put down 2 influence in that location. Oh, let's use my colour influence, because that would be good. Now, I own the majority, which means I get to put a permanence cube, and that is my first of 6 permanent cubes that I can mark up on my achievement. Okay, so that's so I'll put a cube out on my achievement now to say that I've gained that advantage. Okay. And then what it does mean is, because I now own that island, I can actually use my purser, which is great. So I will use my purser to produce goods. Now, what it says is it can produce 2 gold on the island, and if I had this building here, which I cannot remember again what it is, I'm going to look it up, the outpost, it would produce additional goods for me. But right now it's just going to produce 2 gold. So there's 2 gold on that island. Now, this gold is at risk, but actually, because I own the island, it's no longer at risk. I can put it in my ship, so that comes straight to, so it produces the goods and comes straight to my ship. I'm going to load that gold onto my ship. And I've got 2 barrels, but unfortunately the advancement card on that island costs 4, and I can't move anywhere else. So that's it. What that particular advancement card does, however, is it enables you to pick up an extra card when you're drawing. So you can draw up to 5, but you're still restricted to the hand of size of 6, I believe. Okay, so that is it for our turn. So we've managed to put a cube up on the achievement tracker, so that's good. And we are back to the solo play. So he will, this turn, he's going to come down the other side of the board, and he's going to put an influence token on the first island, and then he's going to go and explore the third area, take that advancement and put an influence cube, and again he's not going to do anything else. Okay, so that's what he's going to be doing this turn. So let's come up from here. He's going to move to here after it has been explored. Oh, and it's open sea. Excellent. So he isn't going to be able to put an influence token down there, but he does get to put an influence token down over here. So that one has been done. So we're down here on the 3rd row, column, row, column. So he's down here. So he's put an influence token here. There was nothing to do here other than that. He has explored this area, so he does get another cube up on the exploration track. Remember, if he gets 5 cubes there, he does gain that achievement. And we're going to put a level 3 advancement card, out here. So it only costs 1 barrel, and it's a battle advancement. So let's have a look at the first battle advancement. So it says on the battle advancement you get to draw 1 card. You may play it now. If it has a cannon on it, drop that many cubes when you are fighting. So that's a very tasty advancement. So that is definitely a battle. I think that's a battle advancement. That's how that works. Anyway, because it's got a cannon on it, is my thinking. Okay, so, and we'll see what that means later on. And then we're going to draw another 3, level 3. Oh, got the same. Okay. I have shuffled these, but that's fine. Let's leave that as is. Okay, so that's been done. That's completed. And we don't know what's here, but it gets to produce an extra good. Oh, in fact, I should have gained 3 coins from here, because I forgot this open sea means there's extra fishing available for this island, so it does get to produce an extra gold, which means I gained an extra gold, which means I have to put it in my other slots, which means all of my sail slots are taken up, but I'm on an island that I can control, so that is not an issue. Talking of which, it is back to my turn. So we're looking at my board. Let's draw 4 cards. Oh, and I didn't slot that. Apologies. I was going to slot that advancement into my purser card. So we'll go ahead and do that, he says. There we go. We'll leave the purser at the top and slide it behind. There we go. So my purser has now been upgraded. And we're going to draw 4. And I didn't upgrade one of my cards, so I do get to do that now for the cards that I'm drawing. So I've got a first mate, which produces goods. Okay, and then I get advantages depending on buildings you've got on islands. I don't currently have any. The Buccaneer, that was a big one I definitely wanted to level up, because that gives me influence cubes out on the islands, so increased potential to take possession of islands. So definitely Buccaneer. Didn't have to look any further. I mean, the other ones are good, don't get me wrong. You know, Gunner gives me extra guns. Definitely interested in that at some point. I think that's the main one I'm going to be going for, because again, don't forget I've got this side quest, if you like, to try and win battles, right? So that's what we want to be trying to do. Okay, so I already own possession of the island that we're currently on. so I'm not interested in doing it anymore there at the moment. I want to be setting sails. I haven't got any sails now, thankfully. As I say, I am on I do own the island that I'm currently on, which means I can offload, I can unload all of the goods from my ship to that island, and then when I come back to my board, I've got my 2 sails free, so I'll put my 2 sails up, and then at that point I can reload those goods back to my ship. Okay, so that's how that works. Obviously I don't have to enact that out every time, but you get the idea. If you're in a spot that you own, then you can unload, set sails, reload. That's all free. Okay, so having a look at the cards that I have in hand, I can move up to 2. Okay, I could put down 2 influence cubes. I'm thinking I might want to take advantage of this this middle island here, but that would be my full 2 movement. I don't have a lot of barrels is the issue. Or do I simply want to move back to harbour, pick up more barrels? I can drop off my gold, so that's another influence. So I can move 1 back to my harbour down here. I can drop off my gold, so that's secure in my treasure chest, and then I can come back out. My thinking of coming back out potentially is being able to pick up these barrels, and I can pick up any of these advancements. An extra card to draw is certainly a very tasty advancement and could certainly make a clincher of a difference from turn to turn for sure. But that is 4 barrels, so that's quite expensive, and I've only got 2 sails, unfortunately. But I think that's a worthwhile card to nab, so I think that's what we're going to do. And then in terms of, although ideally I wanted that now and come out and grab something else somewhere else and use my buccaneer that I've just upgraded to take influence. I'm going to get lots of barrels here, folks. I'm going to get lots of barrels with between my gunner, my first mate, and my crew. They are all just going to produce barrels for me in my harbour. So let's go ahead, 1 and 2 and 3. So we'll go ahead and do that. So they're all used and abused, discarded. We're then going to move the ship 1 space, so that's 1 sail used. I'm going to put my gold into my treasure chest. I'm currently carrying 2 barrels. What do I want to do? That merchant is very tasty as well. 2 sails, that's very handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that gives me, yes, okay. And then I'm going to sail from harbour to, oops, sorry. I'm going to sail from my harbour here to this spot. I'm going to spend 4 barrels to gain this advancement, which I can slot on one of my cards at a later date. Although this, it might be handy to add it to my, I don't know, do I want to hand it to my buccaneer? No, I think I want to hand it to my gunner, actually. So one of my gunners is going to get this, because you get to place influence according to the number of cannons that you have, and obviously that's the main forte of the gunner, is cannons. So we'll go ahead and upgrade him. Okay, so that's that advancement place, and then I'm going to put out my 2 influence tokens. Oh, that was my last movement. I'll move that down off the ship. I'm going to put out 2 influence tokens on this island, which again means because I own more cubes than anyone else on that island, I take permanent possession of that island, which is my 2nd of 6 on the achievement track. Okay, and it does mean I can then offload my goods there to set my sails next turn, so that's good. Okay, so that is round 3 done. We are on to round 4. and let's have a look at what Solo will be doing. So now, if you remember, we've moved up to round 4. Okay, so it is going to end its turn where we are. Okay, so it is going to end its turn over here with us. Now, unfortunately, I'm not in pirate mode, so it's not going to attack me unless it has something on his card that says otherwise. Okay, he is, however, going to explore. See, this is the thing, he's just all over the place. Okay, he is, however, going to explore right the way over here. Oop. Oops, and I should have replaced that advancement card that I picked up. I will do that. That's part of clean up. Oh, no. Darn it. Okay. I might change where I put these advancement cards in future. It's difficult. It's such a huge table hog. Which, don't get me wrong, is fantastic. If you've got space for it, it is glorious, right? The table presence for this is phenomenally beautiful. But yeah, I do wish there was it was a bit easier to draw. To put these out. Okay, I might just make some 3D printed little holsters. Anyway, just to make them a bit easier to manage. Okay, so right, so I've replenished and we've got the extra advancements now. So let's have a look. The new advancement here costs 4 barrels and enables you to draw 2 cards. Wow, definitely worth 4 barrels for sure. Although this one's 4 barrels to draw 1 card, so there you go. And then we have this one out here in the open seas as a battle card, and we've got the new replaced here, which is an extra sail, but it costs us 3 barrels, which is certainly tasty. Although you've got a merchant here with 2 barrels for the cost of 3 barrels for the cost of 2 sails, so that's tastier. Anyway, we're back to the merchant. Okay, so he's also then going to put out three influence tokens on that island that he's just unveiled over at row 4. Wow. Okay, now he does now own the majority there, so he will put out a permanent token. So that's his first permanent token on an island. Wowza. Okay, so he has got possession of this, although he's not ending his turn there. Now what it says is the island with the most barrels and gold, he's going to put out 2 tokens. Now thankfully there are no islands with barrels and gold, so that is null. But then it says he is going to build a fort. So I'm just going to double check and see the details on that. Okay, yep, so the way it works is he's going to put out a fort on an island that he controls. Now, if you remember, he only actually controls 1 island at the moment. So he doesn't, although he's got influence tokens on 3 islands, 4 islands, in fact, 5, he only controls this island. So that is where he's going to put his fort. So that will go on the fort spot. Okay, so he's done his building, and that ends his action. So that is it. So that is our first of the 4 to 6 cards. Okay, now it does say he does take the advancement from this slot as well. So that's another mercantile advancement gone. Does it though? That's where he ends. He takes the advancement from here. Ooh, draw 2 cards. That's harsh. Okay, so that's the advancement he takes this turn, and we are going to put another advancement out. Place 2 influence cubes. These cubes may be placed on an adjacent island. Wow, that's a powerful card, and it costs 3 barrels as well. Got to get there. It's a long way out, folks. A long way out. Okay, so that is it for the pirate. So we are back to our turn. So I've used all of my cards now. So at this point I'm going to shuffle up and we'll see what of our crew members are available to assist us in our pursuit across the 7 seas. Let's have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would be doing this, of course, with a pirate accent, but I don't think I'd be able to hold it for the whole time. Okay, so we've got our first mate with a barrel. We've got our gunner also with a barrel. We need to be getting some attacks, I reckon, and particularly because we've already upgraded, put an advancement card in that gunner. And we've already upgraded that crew member as well, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and upgrade our gunner before we use him. So that gunner is now level 2 and can fight, actually able to produce cannons. Okay, so don't know what the battle ability is. Right, so let's go ahead and produce. On my turn, I'm not on an island. Oh, I am on an island I control. That's nice. So I can. The barrel lost. So I can take my 3 barrels and put them on my island and set my sails, which I have 2 of, and then I can load my barrels back up. I have the ability to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barrels in my harbour, so I will indeed do that. And I have a cannon. Not much use, I don't think. And I can put out an influence token according to the number of cannons that I have. So I have an influence token that I can use this turn. I don't have any damage to heal from, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's go ahead. I think I definitely want to use one of my movements to come back to my harbour. And I want to change that to 3, 4, 5. Okay. Whoops. Right, so I've got maximum barrels here, and then I can take up to 4 more barrels here. What I'm thinking is I want to be able to get and buy one of these advancements. That's a bottom slot. But what would I put the advancement on? And he's already level 2. He's now level 2. Advancement is to draw an extra card. Or set more sails. Draw an extra card or set more sails. I really want guns over here. Is that both of my gunners? No, I think I've got another gunner in here. So my thinking is, what I want to do is I want to go up here in order to get this gunner ability. I mean, it might be nice to explore this, but I don't think I'm going to get. If I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if I was able to explore everything that's remaining, I would be able to gain that achievement. And at the moment, he's got 2 cubes. So he only needs to explore another 3 of the remaining 4. I would have to explore all 4 unexplored tiles, which I think is unlikely. It's unlikely. Oh. What do I want to do is the question. I think cannons are good. Do I want cannons? I want to be able to draw an extra card. All the advancements are quite good. They're not shabby. They are not shabby. Okay, let's go out to here and draw another card. The reason being I want this sail and cannon Although I can't determine for sure that he's not going to get it before me. That is the way it is, folks. Okay, and I'm going to stick it on my first mate. I don't think there's any advantage holding it until next turn. There. I don't think so. So we'll go ahead and stick it on my first mate. Okay. And we are done. There's nothing to attack. So we're going to replenish that advancement card. Oh, got a small merchant ship. Is it worth trying to attack that? Not without any cannons, it isn't. Okay, so we did all of our turn. That is it for us. We are back to the AI, who will draw round 5. He is going to go to his harbour. Okay, so he's moved to his harbour here, and he's going to gain the advancement card from this slot up here. So he will gain that merchant, which is a sail, and with a merchant card he flips. In fact, he flips a coin to determine what he actually gets. So let's go ahead and flip a coin. So we've got tails and heads with the money side, and it is tails. So I don't know what happens then. I'm going to go look it up. Okay, so here it is. So claiming advancements. So claiming advancements are getting 2 piles near the Covenant's other components. Advancements which have at least 1 cannon form the battle pile, the pirate pile. So that was the one that we got with the pirate flag and the battle advancement. All the others go into the mercantile pile. If the advancement claimed is a merchant ship, a coin. If it's tails, the Covenant keeps the advancement on the front side, so it becomes a merchant tile. Well, on the front side rather than the back side. So yeah, determining what is on the card or determining that. If heads, the Covenant places a cube in a legendary achievement, so effectively he's winning that battle, and keeps the advancement on the back side. It does not, however, get the money indicated in the win condition on the merchant side of the ship. Okay, so that's how that works. Now he does have some other bits as well, so let's go ahead and see what he's doing for the rest of his turn. So again, the island with the most goods, he will produce. Sorry, I just realised I'm making a mess of all my influence cubes. Just put that back. Oh, that doesn't work. That's annoying. Okay, and then he's going to produce on an island that he controls. So he will produce 2 barrels down here, because this is the only island he controls. So he's going to put 2 barrels out on there. And thankfully we operate left to right, so oops. Oh. Okay. And then he's going to do a double card X. So let me just double check what that is. Okay, so the production icon is he produces on the island that is the most productive that he controls. As I said, this is the only island he controls. As soon as he gets 2 barrels, he trades that in for a gold coin. So that goes straight into his stash. Where the heck's his stash? I have no idea. Okay. Let's go ahead and populate his stash for him then. So he also starts with 15. He now has 1 less than I have. Green. Go. Okay. Right. So he's got his coins, and yeah. So he produces 2 barrels, and then what he does is that other icon is for every 2 cards he gets a coin in his mercantile. So he gets 2 coins for the 4 cards that he has in his mercantile. So he's just gained, and these always go straight to his harbour or treasure chest. They don't sit on his ship. They don't reside anywhere else, etc. So that's extra coins he has. Okay, so that is it. That is what he does this turn. So it is back to us. So we will draw up 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we haven't leveled up yet, so we do get to level up. Oh, I've got the gunner. That's good, and that's ideal because that's what we're heading for. I've got influence and sales for the deckhand. I mean, they would be handy to level up, of course. And of course, we do have our captain. Also be good to level up. But we're going to focus on the gunner. We're going to level up our gunner because we want those cannons before we worry about attacking. Okay, so we're going to level up our gunner. And I want to set sail. Now, thankfully, again, I am still on an island that I own. So this is my island. I have the most influence here, which means I can unload all of my barrels in order to set my sails. So all of those goods come off. We set 2 sails. And then we reload everything back on. And my gunner has an ability to put 1 more barrel in my harbour. So we'll go ahead and do that. So that ability on my gunner has been used. I can set another sail because of my Capitan, so we'll go ahead and use that. And I can put out 2 influence tokens. Now I can move 3. Oh, and I needed to replenish this advancement. Ooh, level up this card. Oh, that's quite tasty. Okay, so the advancement I've just pulled up here on the top row, it costs 2 barrels, and it says when you activate this ability, you level up this card. So whichever card I slot this into, that's quite a tasty ability. It's an ability to the possibility to achieve a level up outside of the normal sync. So yeah, I mean that is particularly powerful. Okay, let's go for it then, I reckon. Let's go ahead and what we're going to do. So we're up here. We have an absolute fully laden ship. So we're going to go ahead and move 1. And we're going to buy this advancement for 4 barrels. And that advancement is going in my gunner because I want that extra cannon. Now, one thing to say is when you advance a one of your cards, you cannot use that ability straight away. Okay, so we can't now use that sail or what have you. I've moved 1. For my next move, I want to sail out to here, and I want that for 2 barrels. Did I want that mercantile ship for my Capitan? Do you know what? I'm going to spend that extra barrel as well. I'm going to buy this advancement and that advancement as well. And they're both going to go into my captains. I don't know why I've got a barrel on my captain. What's that about? I think I picked up the wrong pile. I have no idea where that barrel came from. It's gone now. Okay, so I will be looking to level up my captain at speed. Okay, nice. And because I'm out here, I can spend the deckhand's 2 influence to influence this island and take control of that island, which is my 3rd of 6 islands that I now own. Nice. Excellent. I like it. Okay, and that is it for my turn. So did a lot on that turn. So I did 3 upgrades in fact, and they will go to my discard pile. Okay, now we do need to replenish what's out there on the board, so we'll go ahead. These are really annoying. Okay, so we'll go ahead. 1, that 1, and that 1. Top. Okay, Nothing else really replenishing. We're all good. We're all done. It is back to the AI. So let's have a look, see what he draws this turn. So 4 to 6. So this is round 5, I believe. So he is going to end his turn. Focusing. Come on. There we go. Okay. So he is going to end his turn up here. So we're going to put his ship up here. That's where he's going to end. He's going to put out 2 influence cubes on that island. Now he has already got 1 influence cube on that island, so this is worth showing. So he's going to put 1 influence cube out, and then he's going to bolt one of my influence cubes and replace it with one of his. Now at that point he will now take permanent ownership of that island, which scores him his 2nd cube on that achievement. And if I had got any buildings here, they would now all be destroyed. So that's the way that works. Okay. So we're back over here. So he's done that, and that's where he's going to end. Or he's going to put 4 influence cubes out, in fact. Wow. Okay. Go ahead and do that. I'm sure there is an extra rule around that, but I'm not too fussed about it right now. So he's taken over complete ownership of that island. Ouch. He is then also going to gain the advancement from island number 3, which thankfully we'd already taken ours. So let's have a look and see what island number 3 is. So gain any 1 ship upgrade at the cost of 9 barrels or coins. Okay, I mean that's expensive, but there you go. So he's gained that advancement card. Oh, I don't know why that one's the wrong way around. That one, because I pulled them out differently, didn't I? Okay, so that's for that. And then he's going to attack +1 cannon this battle. Okay, so I need to just check now. Is he now going to move to where I am in order to attack me? Okay, so I just did the rules, and that's fine. Let's run through them together because it's not that simple, and I'm definitely going to make a reference card for this. Battling the Wayward ship. When you battle the Covenant ship, you will determine the cannons and use your battle abilities in the same way as usual. The Covenant has cannons and thus drops that many battle cubes as follows. So he gets 1 base cannon. So we're going to draw a cube for him. I don't know what we're looking at here. Right, okay, apologies. So we're just going to put a cube out there. He gets 1 cannon for each cannon on ship upgrade tiles. He hasn't got any of those at the moment. 1 cannon for each building it controls in that space, which is none. And then 1 cannon for every 2 cannons and or battle abilities and advancement cards. So he only has 1 ship, which currently has no cannons, and he has 1 advancement. So yeah, so he gets no additional cannons for that. So that's good. So he has 1 cannon. Now I need to draw my hand to determine if I've got any cannons. I can't remember where all my gunners are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's have a look. I do not have any cannons. Okay. So, oh no, I have 1 cannon on my ship. Sorry, I have 1 cannon. Glad of that. Okay, so we've got 1 cannon each. Now the Covenant will win ties. So let's go ahead and battle. Oh, there we go. So we're going to drop them in here, and he gets some goods, and I get some goods, which means he does win. So let's go ahead and find out what happens when he wins. I think he's going to cause me 1 damage. So effectively it's a tie. Wayward Covenant attacking your buildings. No. No. Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, so as best as I could figure out, the result is my ship takes 1 flame damage as we lost the battle. Okay, so that's as far as I could figure out happens. Oh, I needed to upgrade, in fact, one of my cards. Unfortunately, none of them help me because I don't have any gunners. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and upgrade my crew member. So at least I can actually get rid of that damage on my turn by spending 2 at the harbour. Now I don't know, I need to check if that means I have to be at the harbour in order to spend those 2, because that may well be the case, but we'll have a look. Oh, and he should have had 1 extra cannon, apologies, so let's go ahead and drop that in. Where is it? It's cocked. Oh, it's exploding. That's not good. Certainly not what we want to see. Oh, exploding again. And 2 damage. Darn. I really can't see. Okay. So that's not really useful being there. Let's have a look. What does it say? So he's just gained 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 barrels, which is equivalent of 1 gold. So put that gold straight into his treasure chest. And he's gained 1 gold and another gold, so that's another 2 gold straight into his treasure chest. I gained a gold and a barrel. That will go onto my ship, I guess. Gold and a barrel. And I took another 2 flames. Ouch. So he really did do me some harm. Okay, so put those down on my ship. My ship is not looking healthy. One more battle like that and I'm going to end up being sunk. So that is not good at all. Okay. So, but you've seen how battles work now at least. So that's good. That's quite an annoying piece just there. I think I need to replace that with perspex, I reckon. So I can actually see what the frickin' heck is going on down here. Because I can't see squat. Right. From here at least. I think you actually get a better picture on the I keep doing that on the car. I need to switch my buttons around. You actually get a better picture down here on the camera than I do. All I get to see is the side view of this. I can see none of this at all. I can just about see the top of this box here. Anyway, enough of my woes and cameras and what have you. Let's carry on with our turn. So we need to clean up, in fact, the board. So we get 1 more advancement come out. Let's put that out there. Okay. Double cannons. Nice. I haven't got enough barrels, unfortunately, and I'm on fire. Okay. So let us set sails. Now, unfortunately, unfortunately, I do actually own that island right now, so that's good. So I can unload my goods. So I can set my 2 sails. What I have in my hands, let's have a look. I don't have any sails in my hands, but I can produce goods. Okay. He produced an extra good, and the goods is there is coins. So I think that's definitely going to be worthwhile doing. And it is in row 3 as well. So so he also gets to produce a gain there and a gain for this. So yeah, that works out quite well actually. So we're going to get 3 coins for our troubles over there. So that's tasty. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's the purser used. We will. What else have we got? We can produce 3 barrels back at the harbour. Now, so that's that one done, and those 2 used. We have got to. It's decided to absolutely bucket down. I've only got 1 barrel, unfortunately. Oh, hang on a sec. I think that produces actually barrels and gold. Oh, and that gold should have come into my location. Oh, I'm going to have to choose then, aren't I? Oh, because I can produce 3 times, but I don't have enough storage to produce 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, because I want to buy that advantage. and I do get 2 gold to my ship, it is absolutely chucking it down. Don't want to be out in the high seas with that lot, tell you. Right. Okay, I just need to double check how the crew works in terms of their repairing damage, whether I have to actually be in my harbour or not. Yes, indeed, it is as I suspected. You have to be in your harbour in order to carry out repairs, as you would expect, right? Absolutely as you would expect, and that's fine. But I'm not there, so I can't use that, and I'm not going to get there. However, I can spend 4 barrels to purchase this upgrade, which I will keep on hand for now to stick into a gunner in future. And I do have my buccaneer, which means I can put down 2 influence cubes. Do I want to take that one back? Am I that bothered about taking that one back? Oh, I should have been drawing an extra card. Apologies, folks. This island down here that I own, not that there, here, down here that I own, it says +1 on it, which means I should have been drawing an extra card. Interesting. Didn't do that, so let's go ahead and do that then. So I need to shuffle up. Oops, 1, 2, 3. Those are this turn's cards, so I can't take those. But I should have drawn an extra card, so apologies. And it is cabin crew. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right, so that is 1 more barrel to my harbour. Okay, and I have my buccaneer and I have 2 move. Now, what I'm thinking then is this row 2, column 2. It does also enable me to draw an extra card, and it only has 2 available slots for tokens. So I can use my buccaneer to go and take over that island, which will gain me 4 of my 6. So I think that is absolutely going to be worth it. So we're going to do 1 and 2. That's all of my sails. And then I'm going to put out 2 influence tokens here, which puts out a permanent token here, which is another one up on the achievement track. That was well worth the effort. Very good, very good. Okay. And I'll get to draw an extra card next turn as well, which I have to remember. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to draw up my 4 cards, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So flying through my deck now. That's great. I have got my gunner, which I'll definitely be putting that into next turn. I've got deck hands. And in fact, if I'm going to do my gunner, I'm going to level him up. Which will gain me an extra barrel. So this is where, if I come down here, so this is where we've done level 1 and level 2. We're now going to flip this over to level 3. That goes at the back. So I now, next turn, we'll have a level 3 gunner, but I can add more cannons to as well. Very, very good. Okay, and I've got my captain who will be able to level up as well. Nice. Okay, so we are well on our way. Let's come back to, that's our turn. We need to replenish here. Let's go ahead and do that. It is, oh, double cannon. Tasty. Right, so we are back to solo play. Now I believe this is round 6. Oh, here we go. Just gonna double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is round 7, in fact. Okay, so he's now up to the next level. So he is going to end down here. He's going to come and end his turn here. He's going to take that advancement, which has a crossbow on it. which has a skull and crossbones. So that is a second pirate ability. So we're here. And he's got to put an influence token, just the one, which he already owns the majority on that island anyway. Okay, now the island with the most goods on it, which is still none, so he doesn't do this. And then he's going to gain his first ship upgrade. So I'm just going to have a quick look at which ship upgrade it is, because presumably it's important. It is the advanced one, and it is the cannon and the sail. Now, it will make a difference to when he is attacking us, because he does now have a cannon, and he gets to extinguish 2 fire, but he hasn't taken any damage, so that's it. So we are now on round 7. We are on that 7 to 9 track. So that is his turn done. And it is back to us. So we drew our hand. Let's have a reminder of what we have. So we get 1 extra sail. Okay. I've got these cannons, but I haven't used any yet. Is the issue. I did want to upgrade my my ships, but I don't know how to do that. One of my cards. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on here. So upgrading ship is from the bosun. Can anyone else do it? Nope, it is just the bosun. So I want to be upgrading my bosun in order to gain upgrades. Okay. Yeah, and I can spend them from anywhere, so that's fine. Okay. So we definitely want to be heading back to harbour if we can. We are on an island that we control, so we can offload our goods. We can ready 2 sails. Our Capitan gives us 1 extra sail, so that gives us 3 sails. We don't have any other abilities to gain any other sails, so that's fine. We're going to level up my captain, because of my advancement card that I have. So he's now a level 2 captain. But I can't use those abilities this turn, I don't think. Okay, so that's him leveled up. That's that ability used. Okay. I need an advancement card that can use these wheels, but I don't have one as of yet. We've still got 4 spaces unexplored out here. We certainly could set sail and have a look at these. I don't have any more barrels, and I'm not on a location that produces barrels. I have a whole ton of barrels back at my harbour. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. So I think we're going to do 1, 2. I mean, this island here is particularly productive for me. If I can get barrels from here, from my purser, that is massively useful. That's my thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to explore here, I reckon. So I'm going to move 1 to this island space here. I can pick it up. It is an island, so that's good. So we're going to move out here. Nice. Okay, and we get to draw an advancement card straight off the bat, and it is 1 barrel for a barrel back home and an influence cube on an island. Nice. Okay, so we've sailed 1. We're going to put out 2 influence cubes with our deck hands. So we'll go ahead and do that, which means we once more have control of an island, which is 5 of our 6. We have nearly completed that achievement. Okay, I'll just leave that in my gunner. This is in my hand. I'll play my first mate to get an extra barrel back home at the harbour. That's all he's doing. Likewise, I'll Do I want to hang on to my crew card? I don't really want to head back to harbour as of yet. I want to get these to explore. Oh, I need to put an exploration cube on. That's what I need to do. Yeah, ideally I want to do exploring. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and put another 2 barrels with my gunner, because he's now used. I'm just going to put that advancement card in here. There we go. Excellent. He has got lots of attack when he comes out. I'm just thinking about, do I want to keep hold of my crew because it gives me the, I think I will. Although, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to get the 2 more barrels to my harbour tile. I have got a ridiculous amount of barrel. Am I doing this right? Should I be spending them all? Is that the problem? Maybe. And then we've leveled up, so that's done. This produces, but it's only production if there's something else, and there isn't anything else. So my Capitan does nothing more. So he is done, which means we are done. I don't have any barrels. I've got some money. I could sail back, but where is it going to get me to is the question. I don't really want to sail back. I want to try and take on that merc ship. Level 2 could be worth it if I put enough cannons. Oh, we're going to chance it. Okay, so we're going to go back here to what do I want to? I don't know. I've got a lot of damage. I really need to get back and clean up my damage. That's what I absolutely need to do. I've got a ton of barrels, so I can do it, but I need to be able to get there and make it happen. Okay, so that is it for my turn. We are back to the AI. So this is round 8. Turn 8. Wow. Okay, so we're under attack again. Here we go. So he is going back to his harbour. That's where he's going to end his turn. He doesn't do anything else out on the seas. He's going to gain a cube for levelling up to a level 4. And he's going to attack us with an extra cube. So let's just get the book out again for his cube assessment, because I certainly cannot commit that to memory. Okay, so he starts off with 1 base cannon. So I'm going to put it here so you can see it. He gets 1 cannon for each cannon on ship upgrade tiles, which he now has a ship upgrade tile for a cannon. If defending is irrelevant, 1 cannon for each building it controls on that space, which is irrelevant. 1 cannon for every 2 cannons in the, so he now has 2 and or battle abilities. Yes, he's got 2 battle abilities rather than cannons, so he gets 1 extra cannon for that. So he does have 3 cannons. I really need to pull my advanced gunner. Now thankfully I'm pulling 6 cards. That's a good start. I've got my other gunner, so I do begin with 2 cannons. So let's come down here. Here we go. So I have drawn my gunner. That is definitely very helpful, and we get 6 cards. Yeah, so I get +1 from there, +1 from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What have we got? It is my captain, my purser. Hey, got my gunner. That's what I needed. Okay, excellent. So it means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to double check this one now. But I do have 5 cubes at least to his 3. So hopefully he's not going to sink me, but we will find out shortly. I'm just double check this card here. Okay, that's fine. So it is the opposite of. But what it's saying is I get to place influence according to the number of cannons on this card. So it is useful, just not in a battle. That's fine. Okay. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 6 cubes. I didn't count my ship the first time around. Okay. So 6 cubes versus his 3. He attacked at the wrong time. Maybe I can get away with it this time. Right. I need to use that button. Keep going to the wrong place. Right. It is. Oh. Oh, he's flipping won it. That's not good. Oh, one of. That's not going to count for squat. Okay, so he has definitely won this battle. Everything he has gone into securing his victory in this battle. The advantage is he hasn't caused me any more damage. So he will just cause me 1 flame, which means I'm not quite sunk yet. I have got 1 slot left available. I only secured 1 win, which was no good. But I did secure a whole raft of goods. Can I hold them is the question. So I scored 4, 5, 6, 7 barrels. Ouch. I really need to upgrade my ship. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is just not going to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have capacity on my ship to carry a maximum of 7 things, and I'm already carrying 3 gold. So I can put 1 barrel here and another 3 here. So unfortunately, all those goods, they just float away into the ocean, never to be seen again. That's frustrating. But there it is. Okay, so again, you're getting a good idea how these battles work. So you can be quite productive, but yeah, not great for me at the moment, at least. That's my draw pile now. This is my hand. Okay, so that was it for me. Now I did get to upgrade. Oh, I should have upgraded, really. I should have upgraded my gunner, which are the 2. I've got 2 gunners. 2 gunners. Yeah, we'll upgrade that gunner there. I really do need to get back to base. Woo. Oh, I've skipped ahead to level 4. I'm thinking that looks particularly powerful. Right. Oh, there was a battle ability. Drop 2 cubes. Gunner level 3. Oh, should have dropped another 2 cubes. Don't think I'd have won it, but let's go ahead and have a look. No. Although I did cause damage to him, so that's worthwhile. Let's put 2 damage on him, shall we? I might be able to sink him. That would be good. So he has got 2 damage. Nice. In fact, I get that twice. Still on the wrong flipping screen. Apologies. And more goods. Not much use. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I should have dropped an extra 4 cubes because I've got level 3 gunners. So apologies for that, folks. Okay. So it is back to my turn. I'm drawing cards. I am not on an island I control. That's not great. That is not great at all. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I can't set sails. They should have been used. I just don't have any flipping sails. Oh, I have 1 sail. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, I have a sail. Oh, right. I have a sail, and this is available, and I have a whole load. Oh, did I? No, I didn't win. I didn't win. Oh, I want to attack this merchant ship, but I need to get back and do repairs, but I can't actually do repairs anyway. I don't have the ability to do repairs. Oh, I have one of crew. So I can spend 2. Can I do that multiple times, or is that restricted to just once, is the question. Okay, it is just the one time that I can do that. Is it worth going back to the harbour? Just for that. That is the question, folks. That is the question. Knowing that I could be risking it all. Ooh. Oh, what else have I got? I've got my other gunner. I mean, I could use that on my other gunner as well. That's certainly tasty. It cost me 4 barrels, but I think that'd be worthwhile. But I don't own that island. Ooh, so what I'm thinking is I can move up here. I can do one movement up here, and I could take this advancement. It cost me 4 barrels, which is the 4 that I've got. And I don't own that island. Although I could put out... reference card now. I could put out additional cubes. 3 cubes, in fact, so I could take back possession of that island. That would certainly be handy. And then I can make it produce for me, so I could get gold to replace those, and then I'm 1 move away. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. It sounds very complicated, doesn't it? Okay. Right, so let's just have a look at my abilities. Okay, so I'm going to play my bosun, because all he does is gain me a barrel to my harbour. So let's go ahead and put a barrel in my harbour. I'm going to run out of room in my harbour. We have my Capitan, which is no good other than for fighting right now. I have my gunner, which means I can put 2 more barrels in my harbour. Now I'm assuming, because I was attacked, I could still use my attacks. Not that I'm going to do it this turn, but I'm assuming I can still use my attacks because it's not actually in my turn that I use those cards and abilities. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, that gains me the powers. Right, so I've used this ability on my gunner. Let's use that ability on my gunner as well. Another 2 barrels to the harbour. So what, if you get victory points per barrels, I am rolling in it. Just need to repair my ship. He doesn't really do a lot now. He will be useful in a moment, and the only thing the crew does is give me 2 more barrels. I don't think... Did I use that already? I think I used that already. I think I already gained those barrels. Well, you just need to keep track of everything. There's a lot. Okay. Right. Let's enact this to level up my cards. My captain will go to level 3. Okay. Which gives him a new battle ability. If you win, gain gold per things on here. So that's nice. Excellent. But there is nothing more I can do with the captain. So he's gone. But he's now level 3. So that's good. My 2 gunners are level 3. So I'm well on my way now to starting to achieve these achievements. So that's good. I really ideally wanted to explore that. That's absolutely not going to happen. And I am going to end up going in a different route than what I ideally wanted to go. But again, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do, right? This sail has been used because that's the only way that I can set sails. I can move 1 space. So we'll go ahead and move over to here. I'm going to spend my 4 barrels that I have on my ship to buy this advancement and slot it into my other gunner. So it says that I get influence cubes according to the number of cannons that I have. So that is very nice. Okay, so that's my ship done. And it means then I can use both of those, because I believe you can use an advancement when it's shipped. No, you can't use an advancement with this ship, but that's fine. I'm going to use this one. So that's 1, 2, 3 influence cubes that I can put out on this island up here, which absolutely debunks the pirate ship, my enemy, the AI. There we go. The Wayward. Right. So I now have another cube on here, I believe, and I will need to just double check that, but I believe that's what I get, which may secure me that achievement. Okay, so my understanding and interpretation is, it says officially, if you ever have 6 or more permanent cubes out on the island, you achieve that achievement. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is what I need to win this achievement. So all my cubes come back to me, and I have now achieved that achievement. So that is the first of 4 achievements towards the end game. Okay. Now I believe, I think I should have 2 cubes up here because he's beaten me twice in battle now. So he gets 4. That's that achievement triggered. We are evens for exploration. And he's gained a level 4 equivalent in one of his crew. Okay. He has also got an advancement on his ship, which I don't have either yet. Okay, so we've done that. We didn't use our cannons. We're not attacking. But what I did say I was then going to do was, I know pros of using all of those things. It's a level 3. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to produce once on that island, which will gain us another 2 gold onto our ship. So we've now got 4 there and 1 in our other slot. There we go. But we do now own that. Okay, we are back to our AI. I believe we have to count them up again now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is round 9. This is the last time we are in this zone. So he will end his turn here in my island. Okay. He is going to put out 2 influence tokens on that island. So he will take permanent control of that island. Okay. What else is he doing? And he will gain the advancement cards from that and the adjacent island as well. So we have 2 mercantile advancement cards because there's no battle plans or cannons on either of those. Okay. Then he's going to place 2 cubes on the island with the most goods, which is none. There are no goods on any of the islands. He is then going to produce on the island that he controls that is worth the most yeah, it's worth the most, I think, or produces the most gold. Anyway, I think it'll be this one here. So I think it's going to be this one just down here. Let's have a look. Because this is worth 5 at the end of the game. So I'm going to take it that that is the one he's going to produce on. Which will produce him 2 barrels of goods. Make sure these are spaced out properly. Yep. Okay, so he's going to produce 2 barrels of goods. This doesn't get him any additional benefit. Now he has already got 2 barrels of goods, so one of those, so he gets to keep 1 barrel, and the 3 barrels of goods gets converted straight away to a gold coin. So that goes on to his stash. Where was I? I'm over here. Okay, so that's production, and he's going to level up another one of his cards. Oof. Okay, wrong one. There it is. Okay. So you can see he's certainly working his way slowly but surely towards achieving his achievements, triggering the end game. We need to be securing lots of glod. But that is it. That is what he does for his turn. And we are now on turn 10 to 12 on his cards. And he has thwarted me and stolen one of my islands that gave me an extra card. So I draw 5 cards this turn. So I was enjoying that. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and we do need to replace. We've got a few advancements to replace, actually. So apologies, I've been missing my cleanup step. So we have a level 1 advancement over here. Battle gain a victory. That's tasty. Might be worth hanging around for that one. Not that I've got any barrels. Gain a wheel and an attack. Over here we have battle plans, lots of, and lots more battle plans. Wow, I think they're struggling with the shuffling of these. These level 3 cards definitely seem to be struggling with their shuffling. Okay, anyway, it is what it is. Right, they won't be like that the next game. Okay, so let's draw up. What have we got? We've got our basic level 2 crew, level 1 crew. So we can do some repairs to our ship if we head home. We've got our buccaneer. I'd like to take that back. We've got a deckhand for influence and another deckhand for influence. I really want to explore. I haven't got any more sails, but I am on an island that I control, so at least I can offload my goods. I can ready my sails and pick my goods back up. I probably want to get my goods back to my harbour, particularly on the basis that I'm burning alive out here in the oceans. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to spend 1 move to take us to our home. And we're going to offload all of our gold. So we've got 3 for 3. Got 1, 2, 3 for 3. Make it a bit easier to add up at the end. 3 for 3. Okay. So we've offloaded our golds. And we have 1 movement left. Now we can pick up our barrels, so I think that's worth doing. Let's go ahead and load up with barrels. So we're going to get 4 there and 3 over here. Now then, who is it that can enable us to do stuff? It's the bosun. Have I got my bosun out? No. Drat. Okay, so let's go ahead. So these are all influence. I'm not using my influence right now. We've got our crew and our basic crew. We didn't level up, so let's go ahead and level up our basic crew to a level 2 crew. And that means we can spend 4 barrels. So these each give us 2 barrels, and then it costs us 2 barrels to put out a fire. So we're just going to nullify that. So we'll gain 2 barrels and use 2 barrels, 4 barrels in total to put out fire. So we've halved the damage now. So that was a good level of repairs on our ship. So that was worthwhile. Thank you, crew guys. Okay. Then we've got our deck hands and our buccaneer. So I mean, ideally, I'd have liked to upgrade my buccaneer, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead. We've got 1 movement left. We've got a whole bunch of barrels, so we can afford to buy stuff. A bit frustrating, the movement. So I think we're going to move to here on the basis that for 3 barrels, I can buy this here. Where am I going to put it? Let's put it in my buccaneer. So as we go around and we're trying to influence places, at least he can now ready the sails to support his personal quest and agenda in seeing more and more influence towards our guys. Okay. But that is it. I mean, the other guys aren't being used. Is it worth me keeping them in hand? Is it worth keeping them in hand is the question. I probably wanted to keep that one in hand really more. I might do that. I I'm curious what this is. It could be an open space, or it could be... I think I'm going to keep that advancement card aside. So I spent all my movement, and I'm going to keep my influencers to hand. On the basis that I can offload, I can move from here to here and regain control of that, or potentially take another island here. Okay, that's my plan, folks. We haven't done anything more than that at the moment. Yeah, nothing further been achieved. Let's go ahead. Mind you, I've got a whole bunch of barrels. 4, 4, 2. Am I better to leave 2 of those barrels and sack 4 barrels? Gain energy. No. Right, okay, I'm going to keep my barrels. Let's go ahead. Back to AI. So we are on round 10. So we are down here now. Here we go. So he is going to end up moving. He's not explored this. He has explored this already, so nothing further there. So he's going to move down to there, and he's going to gain that advancement. He can't put out any influence cubes. Unfortunately, it is a battle plan, so that does an extra cube perhaps in his go. So back to his card. He's going to take the advancement from here and put out 2 cubes. That's fine. I mean, there's no one up there at the moment, so he starts influencing this island here, and we'll take that advancement card. Oh, and I forgot to clean up again. Unfortunately, it is a cannon, so that is another cube he will gain in future battles. Let's have a look. So if I've got 3 or more, oh, that's a narrow escape. That is a narrow escape. What this says is if I've got 3 or more damage, he will absolutely attack me. I have just repaired my ship and got away with that by the skin of my teeth. Wow. Okay, so we did well there. He will then level up another one of his crew to level 4. Darn it. Not happy with that. And he's going to gain gold in accordance to every 2 mercantile cards he has. So let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounded down is 6. He will gain another 3 gold. That goes straight to his harbour reserve. And that is it. That is his turn done. Okay, we need to replenish and see what else we've got on the board. So we've got a level 1 over here. We've got a level 2. Oops, over here. Oh, battle dropped 2 cubes for 1 barrel. Wow. Gosh, want that. Oh, a cannon and 2 wheels. We haven't seen the wheels used yet. Okay, 2 influence. Man, I want that battle. Gain 1 victory, drop 2 cubes. Oh, is it worth heading up that way? I've got the barrels for it for sure. Let's see what we draw, shall we? So we haven't leveled up yet. 1, shuffle up our cards. Oh, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to explore. Oh, that's difficult. 4 and 5. Yeah, I've only got 1 advanced card. Okay, so let's see what we get. Maybe it's a wrong choice to keep those buccaneers. We'll see. I've got a first mate. It gives me a barrel. Got a whole bunch of influence, and I've got a crew, so it could be worth using the crew for sure, but I don't have any more sails, unfortunately. I think leveling up those deckhands is definitely going to be worthwhile. So let's activate our first mate, as the only thing he's doing is giving us a barrel. So that goes straight to my harbour. We're going to ready the sails, so those will come off into the island and back again. So we've ready the sails. We've got 4. Got the option to gain gold. Worth gaining gold? Not convinced. Not convinced. Okay, so we're going to move back to our harbour, which is 1 move. We're going to gain 2 and spend 2 to heal another point of damage. And we have 1 move left. Let's go ahead and gain another 3 cubes. And we're going to move up to here, cubes, barrels, and we're going to spend 2 barrels to gain that advantage, which is a battle advantage. Now, where do I want to put it? Should I put it on a deckhand? Yeah, let's go ahead and put it on a deckhand. So I moved to my harbour, repaired my ship, and then I've moved up here to row 1, and I've taken this advantage, which is a battle, gain 1 instant victory. So we need to obviously get those victories. Oh. Right, here we go. Okay, and then I'm also going to do an upgrade yet. I don't think so. Right, so I want to do him, and then I'm going to put an extra sail in my Buccaneer. And I was sorely tempted. I'm still sorely tempted. I confess. I mean, those battle. No, that's fine. We're gonna do that. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Did I upgrade one of my cards? 1. That was already on 2. I didn't upgrade one of my cards. Therefore, let's go ahead and upgrade my deckhand, because that gets me an extra sail or the influence. Okay, we'll go ahead with that. That is me done. We've moved. We're done. Okay, nothing more to do. It is back to the AI. So this is round 11. We are here. He is going to put an influence cube out on middle, which is empty seat, so he can't do that. He is going to put an influence cube out on that one, which he can do. So let's just see that one there. So that's an influence cube here. That's fine. I still maintain ownership. And he's going to take that card and that card. Okay. Oh, that's not nice. So that is a battle card, and that has a cannon, so that also becomes a battle card. So that he's very fast, rapidly filling up his attack deck, which is not good. And he's going to stop over here as well. Okay. And then there are no locations with any good, so that doesn't do anything. He is going to gain a basic cannon. Oh, it's not good. I haven't got any advancements yet. Still not happy with that on my ship. And he's going to build a fort there. Well, he can't build a fort there. And he already owns a fort here. Okay, so he have to therefore then build a fort over here, because it's the only other one he controls. Okay, so that's what that will do. And again, he's going to gain gold. So I think he's still got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So he gains 3 more gold. 1 gold for every 2 that he holds in his mercantile deck. Okay, so that is it for his turn. So that's number 3 gold for him. 3 gold. Yep. That goes straight onto his board. Ooh, right. So we are back to us. Let's draw 5 cards. 4 for our hand, plus 1 for that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What have we got? Sails. Good. Like sails. Ish. Capitan. Well, at least he can level up. He'll become level 4 now. That's good. And we can level up one of our gunners to level 4 as well. So that gives us 2 advances straight on there. So that's nice. Right, again, 1 more cell. Right, so I'm going to offload my crew, my cargo. I'm going to gain that I'm going to gain a sail for my gunner. Okay. It'd be good to be able to spend up and produce barrels. Right, I need to replenish, sorry, as well. Do my clean up. Oh, there we go. So we've got a level 1 merchant. Well, I could attack. Can I attack? No. Oh, yes, I've got my captain. I certainly can attack. Oh, and another merchant. Right. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could just go straight out to open sea and find out what this is. That might be worthwhile. I've only got 1 fire on me, so I'm not so bothered about that. On the way, I could pick up another 2 cannons and add that to one of my gunners. That would certainly be handy as well. But it may just be open sea. That's less handy. I can influence on the way, so I could take control of this island. And it's only 1 barrel to gain that. That would certainly be handy, although it is a bottom ability, which is less handy, but I could use it maybe on my crew, perhaps. Makes them worthwhile in a battle. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, let's go ahead and we're going to move 1 to here. We are absolutely going to spend 1 barrel to gain us the ability to drop 2 cubes when we do battle. That is an absolute flipping banger. But for now, it has to go here, because we'll do that at the end. And that cost me 1 barrel. That's insane. Love it. We are then going to move... Oh, no, while I'm here, I'm going to activate one of my gunners that says... this one over here. Yes, for each... Yeah, it has to be that one. So for each cannon, I get to put out cubes. So that's 3 cubes going down, which displaces 1 of his for 3 of mine. And that is another permanent, which means that is now mine. And it means I get to draw an extra card in future turns. So that's good. Like it. I have got 4 barrels left, so I'm going to move once more over to this one that I also own. And I'm going to spend my 4 barrels to gain another 2 guns. And I have 1... Do I do production? I think it's worth now doing production here. So I'm going to use that production from my purser. So produce on any one island in row 3, which I own and I am there. Production is a barrel and a coin, so that can come straight into my hold. Nice. And then he can use his normal ability for a barrel and a coin, which can also come straight into my hold. Nice. Barrel, a coin. Good, good, good. And so that's him done, and he's done both of his abilities. Right, I'm going to use my crew to gain 2 barrels to my harbour. Why not? And then my last move, I'm going to go and explore. And it is... Oh, it's an island. Nice. It's Skull Island. Love it. Which means we get an advancement straight away. Is it one I can afford is the question. I have got 2 barrels. It's 3 barrels. Darn it. And it is a battle plan. Okay. So maybe next turn. Okay. So... that is all. No, it's almost all. Let's have a look. I'll gain another 4 barrels. Yes, I'm going to gain another 4 barrels. So that'll be a 5er. Go. Nice. Okay. So that's that. And then I'm going to level up my Capitan. Did I level up one of my... Do you know what? I don't think I did I? Should have done it before I did everything else. Right, anyway. So I've leveled up my captain. So that is now level 4. That's my first level 4. And I was going to level up one of my gunners, wasn't I? I'm going to level up the one with the double sails. With the sail. That is our second level 4. Nice. Although, do I want to instead keep that one? Use that? No, because I'd need to have the 3 influence. No, that's fine. Okay, so we'll do that. They've all leveled up. Nice. Oh, that was an extra cube. I've got 2 at level 4. And that is everything. Okay, so we are all done. Oops. Oh, needed a replacement card down here. I did explore again as well, so that's another third cube. Yes, 4, 5. Yes, okay. So that's those. Oh, and I need to put. Oh, I've got 2 advancements. I need to do both of them for sure. So apologies. Let's come back down. Right. So my gunner will do the last of his advancements. So he has 2 more cannons, which is nice, because he can also influence islands as well, which is excellent. So he gets 1, 2, 3, 4 influence whenever he's going out into the sea. That's good. And I'm going to add to the crew member the drop 2 additional battle cubes. Nice. So that's it. That's everything done. Right. Okay. Did you see how just there's so much there? Okay, we are back to the AI, and I believe this is now round 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 is this turn, and I need to clean that up as well before I do that. So let's go ahead and put advancements back out. So just one there. Oops, there we go. So we've got advancement here, which is a wheel. That'd be nice for the captain for sure. Gains stuff for the wheels that he has. That would definitely be nice. Oh, and another level 3 over here. Thankfully, it's right next to us. So yeah, that would be worth nabbing for sure. Okay, so the AI is going to take the advancements from here and here. Now, oops. Oh, flipping heck. So that one hasn't been revealed. So he does get. Did he reveal another one? I can't even remember anymore. So he does get to take another exploration for that. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've got 6 cubes. He must have done the other. He must now have 4 out of 5. Drat. Okay, so that's fine. He's going to take, and he will reveal this one as well now. So we've got a new location. Oh, it's open sea. Brilliant. Does get an advancement card. Things. There we go. Okay. So he does that, and then he's got to put 3 influence tokens out here in the middle of the sea, which do absolutely squat. So that's good. He is then going to put out a fort if there is a place that he owns that doesn't already have one, which there isn't. And he will put out a, whatever the heck that one is, which will go here. A porch. That's what I'm thinking. It's not flipping porch. It is a outpost. That's the word. So it increases production on that island. That's what that does. And he will then produce, so that will definitely be the most productive island, which will get him 3 barrels, which is a coin, and a coin, so he gets 2 coins. Right. Give him 3 and take 1 away. Okay. That is his turn done. So we didn't get attacked or anything like that. So that's fine. We are back to ourselves. We will draw. So we now have 1 and 2. So we get to draw up to 6 now. 1, 2. And we'll shuffle up. Didn't have any. And we need to level up. We need to do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, ideally, I want the bosun. I can't remember the last time I saw my bosun. Let's have a look. Crew, bosun. Hey! Here's only. I've got my captain again. I've got my gunner, so I can level him up from level 3 to level 4. That'd be good. Ooh, I've got lots of attack stuff. Right, do I have any sails? The first question. No. Oh, yes, I have got sails on my deck hand. That's quite tasty. I could do with leveling him up, really, to get more sails. Because I could at least prevent him from getting this. So we've both only got 4. An achievement that does not get triggered, because that is worth 5 victory points. So I think that is definitely worth doing. Now, I'm not on an island that I can control, so I can't... Oh, flipping ready my... 1, 2, 3, which means this is going to be open sea. Flipping heck. Flipping heck, which also potentially is going to increase his production capabilities down here as well. Do I really want to? But it's 5 victory points I can prevent him from gaining. Oh, those are tough decisions, folks. Those are tough decisions. Okay. What else have I got? Yeah, I mean, I've literally just got 1 sail. I could make it 2 sails, which could get me back to here, which would certainly be very tasty. What can I produce on? Can I produce on anything? No. Anything produce is the question. Oh, I could take over. Flipping heck, how many influence tokens does that need? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to put down 1, 2, 3, 4 if I didn't use the sail. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, not great. This is not great. Well, I could do. Oh, I really want that bosun card as well. That's 2 barrels. I have got 2 barrels. Ooh, that would be handy. That would be handy for sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to own that one, but right now, I'm going to level up my deckhand. Oh, I've just leveled him down. That's handy. He's now level 3. So my deckhand at level 3 says I can either produce influence or I can do double sails. I'm going to do my double sails. So that's him done. Okay. At least it means I can move twice. I'm going to use my crew to just gain a 2 barrels at home. Put 5, take 3 out. I'm going to move. What else have I got? Got lots of attack. That one's already mine anyway. Let's go ahead and use my gunner. Put 2. Oh, I don't want to keep the Barrett gunner. No. No, that's fine. So I'm going to put 2 barrels at home, and I'm going to activate his ability here. That will put out 1, 2, 3 influence tokens on that island, because that's a big scoring island. So if I can get to own that, ultimately, That would be good. Now there is a battle agreement there, advancement there, but I'm not so interested in the battle advancement. What I am interested in is the other stuff. So I'm going to use my bosun to put barrel into my reserves. I'm going to use... I can't level up my captain anymore. He's done. And I'm not going to attack right now. So that's fine. And then my crew, I'm going to put 2 barrels in my harbour for my crew. Okay. And then I'm going to move... so I'm going to move once to here and spend 2 barrels. Gain this level up card. I'm going to stick that in my bosun. That's an extra level up every time he comes out, because he is the guy who enables me to build advancements. Although it does cost me barrels, they can be taken from anywhere, so that is helpful. Okay, so he's leveled up. I have got one more move. Do I want to move? I'd love to have this. Zoom in on that. So it says if you've got the number of these, you get to add additional stuff. So gain 1 random row advancement. You get to gain advancements. That's nice. Absolutely want that. Ooh. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. I need 1 more advance there. I'm going to stay where I am. Do I want to stay where I am? No, I'm going to move back. I want to move back to this island that I'm working towards gaining ownership of. Because I want to gain that ownership. Oh, 3 sails. Oh, that's such a beauty. 3 barrels. Got no barrels. Need to produce next turn. Right, so we are back to our AI, who is now down here. So he's going to end in the harbour. So let's go ahead and move him to the harbour. He's going to put out an influence token on that one which he already owns, and there's nothing, so there's no further to do there, but he will gain that card. It does have a cannon, so that will come on. And then he's going to put 2 influence tokens on here. So he's going to reveal, that was it. Darn it. So he is going to reveal this last one, which means he does gain that extra 5 victory points at the end. It is open sea, as we knew it would be. So he does gain that as his achievement, which means I cannot gain that as my achievement. That is absolutely frustrating, folks. As I told you, it is very difficult to compete with the AI against exploration. As you've seen, he's often triggering multiple areas at any given turn. Very, very difficult because we can only explore 1 per turn. Okay, so back to his card then. But he can't put any influence tokens out, so that's a bonus for us. Okay, there are no islands with any goods on, so that gets null. If I have 3 or more damage, he would attack me, so then that's null. He will now level up. He'll heal 1 of his flames, which he will heal, and he's going to level up 2 of his crew, which means he has now completed that achievement as well. So he's completed 2 achievements to my 1 so far. That is frustrating. Okay, so that is it. That is his turn done. It is back to us. Let us draw. So we are drawing 1, 2, and then 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. So we're going through half of our deck every turn now. That's good. That's what we want. So we've got our level 4 gunner, our level 1 deckhand, our purser, our buccaneer, our first mate, and our crew. I don't have any level 3 in hand to level up. Shame. But I do have my purser. So, and I do have 1. Yeah, I don't own that island, but I do have 1 sail. So I'm going to set 1 sail, and then I'm going to use that sail. Let's go ahead and use that sail, and I'm going to use that sail to get another sail as well. So I set my sails, I've got 3. So that's nice, it's what I want, but I want barrels is what I want. I don't have any barrels right now. So let's go ahead and activate my Buccaneer. So my Buccaneer gains me 2 influence tokens on this island, which means it is now my island to control, and that island produces 2 gold and a barrel. So that's nice. So that's a permanent. Okay, so 2 gold and a barrel. I'm going to use my purser there to activate this and do production twice. Now it's the barrels I'm primarily interested in. So I want 2 barrels over here, and going up to 4 gold. So I'll take the 2 gold and 1 more gold over here. Okay, I don't need to do any more on that island. I can't build anything. The first mate is the builder, that's this guy here, and it's about leveling him up and doing stuff with him, which I haven't done, and I'm not about to start. I do have to level up one of my cards. Oh, I suppose I could have leveled up my deck hand. Well, I suppose I should have done my Buccaneer or crew, Buccaneer or crew, Buccaneer or crew. Let's do my Buccaneer. He's been the most useful for me throughout the campaign. Level 3 Buccaneer. These 2 are done. Okay. Now then, I have 2 barrels, but I need 4. Oh, and I can't produce anymore. That's annoying. It's annoying. Oh, he could only do that over there. Okay, that's fine. So I'll move 1. Sorry, his ability is row 3 explicitly, so it should be in here. So he'll move to here and pick up those goods, which is free. I've got 2 barrels. I will set my sail. I will sail off again to come down to here. I really want that card, which is why I'm going to stay there. What else can I do? Nothing else I can do. Therefore, I'm not going to set my sails of my gunner. So I come back here. I'm going to keep that gunner in hand, and I'm going to set myself into pirate mode, ready for the ship to come and attack me. We'll see if that happens. I'm going to put 2 more barrels in my area, and I'm going to spend, in fact, I'm going to spend 12 barrels to gain the 12 barrel achievement. It's only worth 2 points at the end, but we've both now got 2 achievements. That's the crack, folks. That is the crack. Okay, so that is everything of mine done. And I did the level up. Okay, I didn't gain any advancements. I didn't have enough goods. Gonna shuffle up because I will need to draw from them again. Okay, so we are back to the AI. Let's see what he does. He's going to gain the advancement card from here, which is 3 sails. Do that. He's going to put influence tokens out in the sea, which is nothing. He'll put 1 influence token out on there, so we're even for control. And he's going to put 1 out on the sea. He will end up in the sea, so that's fine by me. And he's taken that advancement. That's it. Okay, he will. If there's any goods on any islands, there are none. He's then going to build 3 buildings. Ouch. Okay, so he'll build his cannons now at this one over here. He'll build a fort. Is there any more that he owns? No. He'll build the, I still can't bloody remember, the shop. Still can't remember the name of it. And then he's going to produce. Okay, so he's going to produce on the most productive, which is down here, which will gain him 3 barrels, which is a gold, and a gold, which is 2 gold. So that's what he gets. That's him done. Okay, we are back to us. We got away quite light, I reckon. They didn't attack us either. So we have our bosun, our first mate, purser, our crew, 1, 2, 5, and our crew. Okay, maybe we got away with it. I'll keep my gunner again, I reckon. I need to upgrade one of them, so I'm gonna expedite the upgrade of my bosun. I think so. I'm gonna expedite the upgrade of my bosun to level 2. Now I don't have any sails. Yeah, you could do double production instead. Right, I'm going to activate my bosun to do a further upgrade to level 3, so he can now spend barrels to upgrade my ship, which I think is going to be useful. I can't, or he could produce, but I can't sail. Oh yeah, I'm on my island, so I can offload everything, and I can set 2 sails. I don't have any more sails, so that's fine, and I can restock. Okay, now, ooh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to produce stuff. Oh, okay, yes, I'm going to offload. What am I going to offload? I'm going to offload 4 gold to my island. This is very chancy now. I'm going to offload 4 gold to my island. I'm going to move once to come over to here. And then my purser is going to produce twice. Once with his normal ability and then once using his on any one island in row 3. Which means I get to gain another 2 barrels and another 2 gold. Okay, that's those. What can he do now? Ooh, is it, what am I spending here? 3 barrels for an upgrade. Flipping it. But I can spend them from my dock. That is useful. That is absolutely useful. My 2 crew, I'm just going to burn to produce barrels for my 5 barrels in total for my harbour, and then I'm going to use my bosun to spend 3 barrels to buy a basic ship upgrade. So basic ship upgrades, have a look at those. Aha, I've got the right button. So I can gain another 4 cabin space. I can gain 1 cabin space and a sail, or I can gain a cannon and 2 cabin space. Oh, I think a cannon and 2 cabin space. Let's go with that. Okay, it's worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. Okay, so that's been added onto my ship, so I've got an extra 2 cabin space. That means when I now do my next move, I can move to here and pick up those 2 gold into my cabin space. And I have 4 barrels that I can spend to gain this advancement, which I don't want to play right now because I want to keep it for my Capitan. Okay, because that gets me advancements. But that is for the Capitan. Ooh, have we got? Has he got? He hasn't even got that space available. Oh, I need to double check that card, I reckon. Okay, what are we doing then? Do I really want that then? I guess I should have replenished this. I haven't replenished this, have I? I need to replenish that one. 3 sails. I think I'm going to buy that one before I move instead, which leaves me 1 barrel left. And do I want to slot that in something that's already gone? I may as well slot it in the first mate, make him of some use, I guess. Give it my first note. Oh, I've already got something back. What? Ah. First mate should have been pulling me extra cards, and I forgot about it. I stuck him behind the flipping advancement. Ah. So I should have drawn an extra card. Oh! Buccaneer. That makes a massive difference, but it's an extra readying sounds. I don't know if you do ready sounds once. If you gain more of these, can you then use them? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, where else do I want to go? Come down here and influence this. I don't know what the rules are on breaking that hand limit. That is the thing. Oh, there should have been an extra advancement down here. It's level 4. Ooh, you may remove a basic ship upgrade from your ship. If you do, gain an advanced ship upgrade in replacement. Ooh, that is tasty. And every time you activate it, wow, that is powerful, folks. That is powerful. I'm keeping that gunner back. Am I going to keep my buccaneer? Do I need my buccaneer is the question. Really? Oh, not really. What do I need to do, folks? What do I need to do? That is the question. What do I need to do? Right, I've got lots of goods. I can afford to pick up one. Oh yeah, I can afford to pick up both of my gold back from that island. Yeah, I think because I drew that card with that, I don't think I can do that. That's fine. Let's just play it that way for now. He's been upgraded and used. Do I want to keep him in hand? I will keep him in hand just because it's a sail. Sails are always useful. For sure. Let's get around the place, shall we? Okay, so that is our turn done. We are back to AI. We are definitely closing in on the end now, I reckon. So AI will go back to his harbour. That's where he will end his turn. And he's going to gain 2 advancement cards from here and here. So that is 1 battle advancement. And we need to flip a coin for this one. So let's go ahead and do that. So 10s is heads. And it is 10s, it's heads. And I can't remember again what the flipping it that actually means. Okay, so heads means he's won a battle against it. He doesn't get the gold reward, but he does get the attack awards. He's got 3 out of 4 advancements now on there. And it is a sail, so it just goes to merchantile. Okay, so that was that. Now he's going to attack if I've got 3 fire, which I haven't. He's going to put that down if there's any islands, but anything that there isn't, he's going to gain another advancement. This one is 2 cannons. Ouch, this is really going to hurt. When he attacks, he's got 4 cannons and advancements. He's going to put out 1 more of his fire, and he's going to gain more money, so he now gains 4 coins. Yeah, I think he's absolutely pantsed me without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, but that's fine. We're learning, right? We're learning, right? So, back to our turn. We have our first 2 cards that are in hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we pick up. Lots of empty cards. Okay, I can level up. How many have I got? 1, 2. So I think I'm going to level up my deckhand because that will give me more sails. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to level up my deckhand, who is now level 4. So it means I get to gain the sails and put out influence. Okay, am I bothered about that? Probably want to take this out because he's got lots of buildings down here. So let's go ahead and set sails. I'm on my island, so I can disload everything, which means I can produce 2 flags. I can then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flags. So there's my captain. Anyway, 5 flags. Oh, so that puts me on 7. Wow. Okay, so this is the point where I absolutely fly around the place. It says. Maybe. 1. Oh, so 1 and 2 back to harbour. I'm going to activate this crew to get rid of my last flame. I'll come out of pirate mode. I'm going to... We did that. I gained 2 and spent 2. That's fine. Who do I level up? This guy. So I did get another token on there. 3 out of 4. Oh, I should have been counting his gold, shouldn't I? Flipping it. So that's 9. And that is 10. Sorry. I forgot that. That's 9. 10. So he has got 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment, which means he has achieved the 30 gold achievement. So that means he has 1, 2, 3 of his achievements, and I have 3 and 1. And I have a measly 10s. Measly 23 gold. His 35. That is not good at all. I am carrying a bucket of gold though, so let's offload those. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With that 3 is another 10. That's 30. That gives me the achievement at least. Okay, so we've both got that achievement now. We've both got 3 achievements. So we are ridiculously close to the end game now. He has got 3 advancements on his ship. And I have got 1 advancement on my ship. I did the barrel trade. Okay, I can pick up a whole bunch of barrels to take back out to sea with me. It's probably worthwhile for picking up a whole bunch of advancements. And some of these advancements, I think, give you points as well. Maybe. I need to see what all these flipping advancements are down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move these. Move this. Move this. Move that across. These. Okay, my thinking is I want to come down here and get rid of this lot. Where the heck were these? We did that. Is there something else on there? No. Yes, there is. But I haven't done it. Jesus. I'm running out of space. Ah! Okay. There was a cube somewhere. I think it was there. Right. I don't know what that's doing. There it is. Right. Ah, flipping heck. Right. Okay. Sorry. So down here. On my cards, there's so many that come off the screen now. I can't even show you anymore. Right. So. It's too big. We are nearly there now, folks. We're nearly there. Okay. So what am I doing now? So I've set sail. I've done 1, 2. So I've moved twice. I've got 5 movement left. That will get me out to here. I believe if I try and put influence tokens out on this island, because he has got the forts and stuff like that, he will get to attack me, which is not great. Is it worth me attacking these mercantile ships? What have I got? I can only do so many. That's the problem. I have got a whole raft of battle advancements, however, which is definitely nice. Definitely nice. So how many of these barrels do I want? Let's go with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's not use that one. Let's use that one. And we're going to attack one of these merchants, I reckon. What do I want to gain? No, let's... See, I was going to gain those advancements rather than attack, but do I want to, is the question. This is an advancement. 2 times money for a number of those things. Doesn't help any. Doesn't help any. Oh, I'm struggling now, folks. I'm absolutely struggling. Okay. Sorry, the seat that I'm on really doesn't make well for long games like this. My back is killing me. It doesn't help for fun playtime. Okay, so I need to get wrapped up. I'm not going to get that. So remove one of your cubes to do damage and gain 2 money. Drop cubes. If you win a battle, going 2 cubes. Probably he is in his harbour, so I can't attack him. I can attack a merchant. I just don't know what's worth doing is the issue, folks. Is the issue. One way or the other, I'm not going to win. I don't have the money. So that is also certainly in my mind. I don't understand this. If you win, gain 2 gold and 1 per wheel. Oh, okay. Yeah, so definitely I think attacking is the way to go. And I'm guessing the higher level merchants are worth more, would be my assumption. So let's go ahead and do 1. And we'll buy that for 1 just because it's an advancement card, I guess. And I have capacity. I guess it's worth more than 1 barrel at the end of the game. I don't know for sure. We'll find out together. That's 1 barrel. Okay. I'm going to move here. I'm going to buy that one for 3 barrels. And this goes at the top slot. So we'll go ahead and put that in my deck hand as well. And then we're going to move here. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we've got 2 movement left. We're going to attack. Because I've got my captain, which means I can attack. So I'm doing, now I need to work this out. So we're going to flip this over. And we'll see our first mercantile battle. So he's going to do... so he's a lightly armoured merchant ship. So he's only going to put 2 cubes in. We're going to fuse... There we go. So we've got the 2 black merchant cubes. Okay, so he's going to do 2 cubes. So we're going to put those down on here. Up there, you can see them. Okay. If we win, if we lose, when discarding this card, you may place it at the bottom of your deck instead of on your discard pile. I don't understand that. Oh, you get a level up as well. Okay. I think maybe. Anyway, right. So yes, you get a level up. Okay. So we need to win, gain 1 gold and the advancement below. Okay, so that's it. It's not worth a lot. Surprising, say he's level 3, but it is what it is. Right. So he has got 2 cubes. I'm coming at him with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cubes. Kind of run out of cubes. Let's go with those 2. Go with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be over there. Right, 5 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Haven't got any others. And then if I win, I gain extra gold, which is great. It's absolutely what we need. And I'm going to drop 2 more cubes because of this battle. Right. I really do need more cubes. That is not good. Not good at all. I think I did drop one. We'll use those 5 for now, and then we'll have to pick up the battle ones. Right. Wow, it's chucking it down here. Okay. What do we got? That's cocked into there. That's in that one. Wow, okay. We'll be doing lots of damage. Okay, so lots of rewards, lots of damage. I'm just going to use these 2 for now. Drop 2 battle cubes. Remove 1 of your cubes to do a flame and gain 2 money. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead with that. Hey, victory. That's what we needed. Excellent. Okay, so what are we doing? What am I doing? Oh, I didn't even have it zoomed in. Apologies, wrong area again. Okay, so we've got, we're doing 2 points of damage to the merchant ship. So we've absolutely won. So we have gained this card. So it says gain 1 gold when you win. And that's a gold to the ship. So we can afford that. Okay, now it's the my remove. I'm bothered about flames. Or maybe 1, 2, 3. It's close. Was close. I could do 4 flames against him. But that's not 5. If I did 5, I'd burn him. And I'd gain that achievement. Oh, that was so close. But I don't have that ability, unfortunately. That's fine. Okay, so that's wasted. That's wasted. Oh, in fact, that is cocked. Let me re-roll that one. It's fine. He gets money. Which makes no odds. So that's his 2. So I gain 1 or the other. So I'll gain 2 gold. That's those done. And then I gain 2 barrels. So 2 gold and 2 barrels. Get the gold first because that's money. And there's 2 barrels. That's fine. We've got plenty of room for it now. We've got our upgrade. Okay. So that's all our cubes back. And then it says, if you win, gain 2 gold and 1 per cog on my captain ship. And he has 2 cogs. So 4 gold in total. Need to check I have got room for that, and I will take the gold over barrels. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just enough room to gain the gold, and then I get an advancement as well. So we'll go ahead and put that on our buccaneer. Well, that. Oh, in fact, no, I'm going to put it on my captain. When discarding this card, you may place it on the bottom of your deck instead of your discard pile. So he's like, I want to be in on all the action. I want to know everything that's going on. I am super invested in my crew. That's what he's saying. Okay, so they're all level 4. That's fine. I have got 2 movement left. Yeah, there was part of me who was thinking about attacking this. Do I still want to attack this, is the question. I mean, I'm going to shuffle up. I could get lots of attacks. It's not mine. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. We're going to move there and end our turn there. Don't want to do that. I need to get home and offload lots of gold. Probably better idea. 1, 2. 1, 2. We're heading towards home to offload. Okay. All of our cards are gone. And everything is going to get shuffled. We are back to the AI. Oh, and I got a cube. I won a battle. Oh, okay. So AI is going to move to this first spot here, which he does not control. He's got to put out 2 influence tokens, which means he will then control that area. And we'll gain another one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 in those influence. I can't even see it. Can't even see it. Right, here we go. So he's gained an extra 3 since I last counted up. We need to put out a whole bunch of advancements before doing any more. So there. Oop. Cleanup phase. I've not actually once looked at the cleanup phase. I probably should do that. There. And there. Okay, that's it. Everything's out. Right, we're done. So continuing on. So he's done his bit there, and then he's got to gain the 2 advancements from here and here. Oh, we lost that one. But that's fine. Whatever. They're wheels, they're cogs, who cares? Right, they're done. Oh, in fact, no. One of those is a merchant ship. So we need to flip a coin. Heads or tails? Gone. Darn it. Flip a coin. Money is heads. It is tails. And tails means it stays this side up and goes into his mercantile. Right. So, where the heck am I up to now? He's done those. So he would attack me if I've got 3 fire, which I've got none. Did I not take any fire? I'm sure I should have taken at least 1 fire from that last battle. Sure I should have. So that's fine. He's then going to gain money. This very cripples me at the end of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he gains 5 more gold coins. Push. 3, 6. Take that back. Okay. And he's going to produce and build a fort. He can't build a fort. He can build a fort somewhere, in fact. And so that's the one thing I haven't done yet, is had to attack a buildings. I don't think we're going to cover this game. I want to tot up what I've got, and then I'm happy to try that out in the next game. Okay, and then he's going to produce. So again, he will produce down here, which will get him 3 barrels on a coin, which is 2 more coins. Okay, that is it for him. He hasn't gained any more victories. 4. Oh no, he's got 3 of those. Yeah, okay. So we're back to us. So we're going to draw a card. It is our gunner. Nice. Drop our gold off. That's what we need to do. So 1, 2. We don't control this anymore. No one does. I do control that one, which is ours. He controls that one. So I'm back to drawing 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, you have to watch out for that for sure. Okay. So we've got lots of sails. Nice. And I get to draw an extra card. Nice. There we go. Let's pop those on there. Just don't need to see any of those bits. And we're going to draw an extra card. And it is our Capitan. That's done. Right, first mate, let's put a barrel in home. I'm going to enact this to put 2 more barrels in our home. get rid of our fire, perhaps. We're going to enact this. Oh, we need to upgrade. So let's go ahead and upgrade our gunner, which means we have triggered the end game, as I now have 4 achievements. Because I now have upgraded 4 of my... Oh, and then you can upgrade 3. I missed it completely. Never mind. So 3 to level 4. I upgraded it a couple of turns ago. Oops. Okay. Never mind. We're going to have an extra turn. We're getting another 2 barrels to our there. Right, so that's all the barrels done. Now then, I can move. Oh, I need to set ready my sails. Now I'm not in a line that I control. So let's do that first of all. 1, 2, 3. I can put a 3 influence out. We can oust him. That's fine. Which gets me another permanent cube on there. Not that I think that matters, but that's fine. So that's that ability done. Which means I can offload everything and then I can set sails. So I have 2 sets of sails. Yeah, I haven't got my bosun. So I have 2 sets of sails, plus another 3, plus another 2, plus another 3. I've run out of tokens. So I've got, what did I say? So 6, 7, 8. I've reached my maximum, apparently. Apparently, can only ever have a maximum of 8 sails. There you go. Who'd have thunk it? So that's fine. They're all done. I'm sailed out. I'll take my sails cubes back. They are done. Okay. So, what else do we need to do? So we're going to spend 1 to move back here, and we are absolutely going to offload our gold. So that's a 3. That's a 3. That's a 1. We need to produce for sure. This island is actually very good at producing. Can I produce? Is the question. No. That's not so helpful. Are there any cards out there that will help me to produce? Is the next question. Just barrels. Lots of barrels. I need to replenish these. Let's go ahead and do that. More barrels. And wheels and battles. I need one down here as well. Oh, we've almost used all of these. And okay. So we can't produce. Oh, what's this? Any one island. 2 gold from any one island. Okay. Really doesn't help me. Right, I'm going to spend 2 barrels to heal my ship, just in case that makes a points difference at the end. I have got lots of barrels. I can go out and buy a number of advancements. I don't know if the advancements make any difference to the points at the end of the game. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? So this one. So before I left that, let's go ahead and, sorry, move by that one. Buildings are victory points, but I didn't pursue the buildings route. Is the reality of the matter. Now then, do I have lots of cannons? I have some cannons, in fact. I don't have the ability to get any more cannons right now. Or do I? I need more barrels is the problem. I could pick up 4 barrels. Yeah, I can't use it right now though. Is the issue. Is the issue. And this is the last turn. Do I want to attack him or do I want to attack the ship? He has got a ridiculous amount of cannons. I'm guessing if I'm going to attack, I'm going to attack the ship. Certainly don't want him to win. I mean the merchant, so I'm going to attack the merchant if I'm going to attack. That's for sure. I think it's worth attacking. We get to see it in action again. 1, 2. Let's go down here and we're going to attack this merchant here. Put ourselves in pirate mode. Yeah, we're definitely not going to gain that. But that's fine. It is what it is. Right, so we're going to attack the merchant. Let's have a look, see what the merchant is doing. So the merchant has 4 black cubes. Ouch. Put them out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I gain 3 gold and the advancement below. Otherwise, I take 2 damage, level up a card from the discard pile or bottom of deck. Okay, so even when you lose, you still get something. Okay, so he's got 4. I then, on the other hand, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6. I have 6 to his 4. That's what it looks like, folks. Let's have a look. See what we get. Okay, so I've got an exploding. I need to win. That's cocked into there. I need another cube. Come on! Ooh, what happens on a tie? Does the attacker win? Oh, it's not tied. He's won. Ah! Darn it. Sure, I picked up an advancement that said I get an extra victory. It's here! It's here! Gain a victory! Ha-ha! There. Right. So, what happens in a tie when you're against a merchant ship? Let's have a look. Yep, so it does confirm in the event of a tie, the player whose turn it currently is the winner. I presume that stands true for merchants as well. I'll clarify that later. Right, so we've gained the same... No, I haven't. Oh, the merchant's won. So he's got 1, 2, and 3. And I've only got 2. Oh, that's annoying. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. Okay. Poo. Right, so if you win, doesn't come into play. Drop 2 battle cubes, remove 1 of your cubes to do a damage, and gain 2 gold. We'll do that. We'll remove that one to do damage because it makes no odds, but it does give us 2 gold, which is what the difference is. That is worth it. And we're going to... Where am I? Up there. What have I spent now? I moved 2, I think. I moved from here to here, here to here. 3. Need to keep track of this stuff, folks. Apologies. Right, so I lost. So it says if you lose, take 2 points of damage. So we'll take the 2 points of damage. Okay, and level up a card from the discard pile or bottom of your deck. I don't currently have any in the discard pile, and then we're going to gain this ability. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead with that. Whew, I am absolutely sweaty buckets. Okay, so yeah, so that was done. We lost. I think that was it, folks. I think that was it. That was all of my actions as far as I can tell. I have the ability to purchase 1 more advancement. I have certainly got 2 guys that have got nothing on their cards at all, and 2 guys that have got 1 slot each. So let's go ahead and we'll do, what are we going to do? Didn't get any barrels. Did I get any barrels? So I did get barrels. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I've got 8 barrels, even though I lost. I can't hold 8 barrels, but I can hold 3. So I'll take those 3 barrels, and I'll see what advancements I can buy on my last flow. Right, so it's 2. That's fine. So it's 2 for this one. So we're going to move 1 and spend 2 to gain this advancement, which can sleeve into my gunner, which is all used up. Okay. And yeah, I don't have the money to buy those. I can come down here though, buy this one. Stick that in here. And oh, what did that cost? Done it, I haven't spent the flipping money. That's not good. That cost me 4. I've got 1 barrel left, so I can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I have a barrel left to spend, and I can go into this deck and I have 1 money on the ship, and I have triggered the end game. Okay. Whew. Right. So that's how that works then, folks. Give you an idea how the game plays. Yeah, it is quite a lengthy game. Obviously, I'm still checking rules. It does take that bit longer. I'm still figuring out how to do stuff. I've not encountered yet how the attacking buildings works. So there are rules for attacking buildings. Still, I mean, obviously very, very first playthrough, so still trying to get my head around some of the mechanics. You see space is absolutely at a ridiculous premium. I was struggling with some of my buttons as well, so I'm going to switch a couple of those buttons around. Yeah, try and give you a bit more view of what's happening. But let's go ahead and dig out the rulebook and see how the scoring works. Okay, welcome back, folks. So, so I had to got the rules out. So scoring looks ridiculously simple, actually. Oh no, scoring continued. I missed that bit. Right, okay. So, advancements first of all then. So players gain the gold value of, achievements. Players gain the gold value of the achievements that they have completed. So if we have a look up here, nobody achieved this one, so that's fine. So those cubes go back. Respective players, nobody achieved this one, didn't cause 5 points of damage. He never got to achieve that, although I did, so that's 3 gold for me. So I'll gain another 3 gold. Neither of us achieved the number of advancements on our ships, so that's done. We both achieved this, so we both got 4 gold each. 4 gold for him and 4 gold for me. Okay, they're done. That's what we both got. This one, it's 2 gold each, so that's the gain 30 gold. Yeah, so both achieved that, as I'm sure you'd expect. The easy one. I did take the easy win and gain a 2 gold for getting rid of 12 barrels. And then he unfortunately did gain the Explorer gold with 10 and take away 5 for an extra 5 money. Okay, so that's the achievements done. Coins and treasure chests on ships and on islands. Players score the money that's in their chest and on their ships and on any islands that they control. So I got 2 that was on my boat. Buildings. Players gain 1 for each building on islands that they control. So he does gain an extra 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he gains another 6. Put those in there. It's absolutely pants me, there's no question. Ship upgrades. Players gain 1 gold for each basic upgrade and 2 for each advanced upgrade. So he got 2 advanced upgrades. Just going to put those there for now. That's another 4 gold for him. I did get a basic upgrade. That's 1 for me. And he also got a basic upgrade. That's 1 for him. Okay. End game advancements. Players gain a gold based on any end game effects they have on their advance. All right, yeah. So these are end game effects. We didn't get any of those. We didn't see them come up. I presume they're in the final row. Certainly didn't see any. I went through almost everything. We've got 1 card left in the 3rd row. Islands. Players score for their influence cubes on each island. The most cubes on an island gets money according to the larger of the numbers shown in the top right action. The second cubes gets the second largest. 2 more players have tied. They all score the next value down. Okay, so islands. Let's have a look. So he's definitely got the most cubes here. So he got 4 for that one. And I got 3 for that one. Got to change up monies, aren't I? I got the most cubes here. For 4. Oh, I'm going to run out of money. Little change, and he did have 1 here, so he gets 3. Okay, I got the most here for 4, and he got 2. Right, let's have a look. I got the most for 4. I'll take 10, put 6 back. He got 2. So I'll give out 10 and put 8 back. Okay, I got all the ones there for 9, so that's nice. I'll take a 10 and put 1 back. Here, he definitely had the most for 3, and I got 2nd place 2. Oh, I don't know actually, because I haven't got any influence tokens actually on the island, so I think probably not. I got 1st place here with 5 points. So I get 6, take 1 back. And he got 2nd place for 3 points. He gets a 3. I definitely pantsed him here with 5 points. So I'm going to give out, run out now, a 10 and put 5 back. Okay, where the hell was I here? 3. He got 4 points. So I'll take 6 and give out I'd say give out a green, but let's see if I have any left. Okay, there's a green. 10, and then he absolutely pants me here at 5 points. I'll give out a 30 and take 25 back. Oy, right, okay, that was it for buildings. Yeah, so it looks like the only advancements that give you points are the ones with the points actually at the end, so we didn't see any of those. The player with the most coins wins. That's it. Advancement. Player scores 1 point for each advancements on their cards or set to the side. Ah, there we go. Advancements. So you get 1 point for every 2. Excellent. This is where I'm hoping I've got at least some points. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're going to round down. So he's got 9. So I'll give him a 10 and take 1 back. And I just won those, didn't I? So they're mine. Okay. So how many advancements have I got? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I got 11 money for that. Oh, 11 money. Okay, and now we add up the money. So there's a 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 80. 90. 93, 4, 5, 6, 7. 97 for him. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, what did I say? What, 7? Oof. That's 10. That's 80. That's 10. That's 90. 92. I didn't score that one, but I did score that one, so I got an extra 2 for that one. 95. What did I say he got? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. He got 97. Plus, I believe there is a rule that says he gets an extra 5 points because he's the AI. So he'd have got 102 to my 92. I think that's that. So I lost by 10 points. There you go. So that's how that works. Like I said, yeah, I did consider coming down here to this area and taking on this building, or rather this area, right? So if I'd have attacked here, providing I'd have succeeded and put out influence tokens, all of these would have been lost. And that's obviously an extra, it's just 3 points, right? But that is an extra 3 points, and then potentially you could swing this as well. That was a big one over there for 9 points that I managed to get, and he didn't get any for that. That's an extra 5 points available there. He didn't venture out that way. Yeah, so you get an idea. It really is quite a point salad. That's the phrase. I was thinking spaghetti for some bizarre reason. I've got no idea why. I'm absolutely melting. It is ridiculously muggy and warm. Anyway, hopefully you've got a good idea now how both the AI works, and actually it's very simple to do, which is great. It's all about the iconography, so it's then in case you get bits you need to look stuff up. But you got to know how the actual player plays as well. Obviously, it took me a bit longer that first time round. It's my very first time playing the game. I've watched a couple of videos. It's got the general gist of the game. But hopefully you've now got a good idea of how the game plays as well. If you did spot any mistakes, and I'm sure there are lots, but if you did spot any mistakes, please leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know, and I will pick that up and review that appropriately. Otherwise, I hope that you've liked this video. I've enjoyed it. If you have liked it, please hit that like button. And if you want to continue to encourage me to make this content, please hit subscribe. It really does encourage me. Otherwise, just say as always, folks, thank you very much for watching. I will see you back at the table in good time. Ta-ta for now.